I just wanna go where you go tonight. Baby, hold my hand, take me one more time. I don't wanna be without you again. I want you to stay, 'cause it feels so great. Bye, see you good, come back, need it. I think about you, what can I do? I wanna know if you think of me too. Baby, come over, let me kiss you. How long is it? How long is it? Baby, tell me, baby, tell me. How long is it? How long is it? Baby, tell me, baby, tell me. I just wanna go where you go tonight. Baby, hold my hand, take me one more time. I don't wanna be without you again. I want you to stay, 'cause it feels so great. Bye, see you good, come back, need it. I think about you, what can I do? I wanna know if you think of me too. Baby, come over, let me kiss you. How long is it? How long is it? Baby, tell me, baby, tell me. How long is it? How long is it? Baby, tell me, baby, tell me. I just wanna go where you go tonight. Baby, hold my hand, take me one more time. I don't wanna be without you again. I want you to stay, 'cause it feels so great. Bye, see you good, come back, need it. I think about you, what can I do? I wanna know if you think of me too. Baby, come over, let me kiss you. How long is it? How long is it? Baby, tell me, baby, tell me. How long is it? How long is it? Baby, tell me, baby, tell me. I just wanna go where you go tonight. Baby, hold my hand, take me one more time.
Alrighty then. I'm a little late, but I'm able to get it done. So I hope everybody had a good day. I hope you guys enjoyed Raw today. Raw was good. I didn't have a problem with Raw. I thought it was simplistic, but it gave you what it was supposed to give, as the girls say. All right. Hello, Kenny. Want me to turn it back on? Is this the one you was looking for? Okay. I have to leave this on in the background because he's gonna cry if he can't hear his song. He's in here watching. My husband's watching the verses from Redman and Method Man on Fight. Really?
What? Don't judge me right now.
Microphone checker. All right, John. Hey, this song not. I ain't even Brad. I'm gonna pause it so you can watch it again. All right, John. So Raw was really good. I liked Raw. I didn't have a problem with Raw. It was fun. I let it watch in the background. There were some pieces I just didn't really want to watch. But overall, I would say Raw was a decent show. It was okay. It wasn't spectacular. Nothing great happened. But I will say the addition of having Mr. Braun Strowman added to the match for WrestleMania Backlash. It's going to be Braun versus Drew versus Bobby Lashley. It's very intriguing. I kind of dig them structuring this whole triple threat match. That kind of takes the heat off of Drew a little bit, gives him back his, his little bit of status that he had before, but it also adds a little bit of intrigue to this match. It's a 25% chance for each man to win this match, and Lashley does not have to be pinned in order to lose. So it's going to be an interesting thing. One thing I did see that happened today was Sonya Deville was very involved in a lot of things going down on Monday Night Raw. Can you turn it down a bit? she was instrumental in making sure Charlotte got back on TV after her week vacation and dental shit. I mean, she was only suspended for a week. And quite frankly, I don't count it as a suspension when you get suspended one Monday and then you're back on the show the next. So I don't classify that as a fucking suspension if you ask me. I think that it's trash, 100% trash. And then the fact that Sonya had to sneak her in through the back, like, girl, if you was gonna do it with your whole chest, not half of it. Okay, you supposed to be, Sonya Deville, Miss Badass, and you snuck her through the back door like you do when you bring home a date and your man, you ain't supposed to have your man at your parent house, so you bring him in through the back door, so they don't know that your man is there. Then you go in your room and get your freak on, and then you sneak him out through the back door at about 4 o'clock in the morning, so don't nobody know, although they may have heard you. That's kind of what it felt like to me. That's what it gave me. you know. Anyways, let me put some of y'all comments up. So we got Joey here, Hiram's here. Hello, Jay. Hello, Chef Rike. Hello, Janelle. How are you, Janelle? I am fine. My day was great. Um, hey, Kenny. It's Kenny's birthday tomorrow, so make sure y'all tell Kenny happy birthday. I think I'll go live tomorrow because I'm gonna watch NXT. So if Kenny King comes back in here tomorrow and she's here, y'all make sure y'all tell her happy birthday because her birthday is tomorrow, okay? Or tell her happy birthday now because she'll probably watch the playback, or I'll make sure she sees it and you guys can tell her happy birthday, all right? But Kenny King's birthday is coming up. It's gonna be tomorrow. Anyways. Raw was good. Jay liked it. Quan is here. My hair be rising like yeets, girl, child. Oh my God, that's well. I think you should go back and watch it. It was decent. I don't have a problem with that. When Braun does the same 3 moves and screams, "Oh, you so ignorant." Sonya gave me flashbacks to my ex-boyfriend. It was watchable. To my ex-boyfriend with sneakiness. Sonya was doing the most today. I don't know what her problem is, but she need to stay on SmackDown where she was employed. Don't bring your ass back to Raw no more. Unless you're the one making all these good changes, then come back. But just do it in the back. I don't want to see you in the front. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see you in the front. I want to see you up there. So I missed all of SmackDown, and I'm happy because I watched Mortal Kombat and it was so fire. Okay. So let me tell y'all, Mortal Kombat is a good movie. It is not meant to show you the tournament just yet. This was a feeler movie. This was to get their feet wet. This was a way to get you intrigued about the rest of the movies that are supposed to be able to come out. I think that the movie did its job. It's a nice precursor to what we could possibly get in terms of the tournament. All right. So if you haven't seen Mortal Kombat yet, don't go into it expecting to see like the first Mortal Kombat we got, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, or anything from the video games. Throw that shit out your mind right now and just go into Mortal Kombat with no expectations. You already know the lore if you've played the games. Stick to the lore because they do stick to it. They just add some pieces to it. Okay? I'm just trying to preface that because a lot of people were shitting on it, and it's a good movie. Okay? It is a good movie. Hiram's telling Kenny happy birthday. My girl Janae. You came in late, but I do have a little snippet that I'm going to play, Janae, and I need you to stay. When I cut to my little break in the middle of the show, I need you to stay because I want you to see the little snippet that I made. We got a little commercial break. And you need to see it. Anywho, these Raw was watchable. It was a good show to me. I didn't have a problem with it. Okay. Nashira, is that how I say your name? I want to make sure I say your name right. Because either way, I might end up calling you Hargrove. I'm serious. I seen Orton and Riddle. What's with that? Well, at first, Orton and Riddle had a match last week, and then it turned into them having a tag team match, which I didn't have a problem with. You know. Do you think the WWE is going to have Bianca beat the 4 Horsewomen? Maybe. I mean, if she does, I don't have a problem with it. I don't think that's a rite of passage for her to have to go through all 4 horsewomen. I mean, she may. It's possible. RK, bro. Donnie's here. Janae's here again. It doesn't matter that she if he beats him or not. Like I really don't. Like, okay. So I'm gonna show y'all a few clips from Raw if you guys didn't get to see anything. I am loud on some of my commentary and reviews, just so y'all know. And I can only play so much because WWE is notorious for copyright striking YouTube channels, so I have to be careful. It wasn't my cup of tea. Are you referring to the match with Randy Orton in it and Matt Riddle? She said, I don't trust you. Ma'am, how can you not trust me? I will play it right now. Just so Janae can not act like I was doing her a disservice. I just put your music in one of my little commercials, so I wanted you to see it.
I just wanna go where you go tonight. Baby, hold my hand, take me one more time. I don't wanna be without you again. I want you to stay, cause it feels so great. Bye, see you good, come back, need it. I think about you, can I do? I wanna know if you think of me too. Baby, come over, let me kiss you.
She's so extra, but it's been dope. Like, her music is fire. I like her music, and she's always running. She also made the theme for our Down for the Count podcast, which I have up, and I'm currently working on this week's episode to space it out. So I want you guys to go check out the Down for the Count. I put up our last episode that we recorded last week. I spaced that apart, so it's 2 episodes. I'm going to have 2 more episodes come out Wednesday and Thursday. That way you can kind of get a break from us and we're not giving you too much. She ran. Hello, Sasha. Hello. Hello, Enrique. Isn't it fire? It was dope. It was dope. Where can you find the podcast? Okay, cool. Let me put the ticker up for the podcast. There you go. You can find our podcast, Spotify, Apple. Thank you, Donnie. I appreciate that. I'm going to let you guys in a second. You can find it on Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts. We are trying to get our podcast everywhere. It's on every platform that I know is readily available. It's also on Anchor, okay? This is her music. This is her music, and it is fire. And she is very good at what she does. And I hate the fact that she doesn't believe in her craft. So every time I get the opportunity, I'm going to play it. And I got another song I'm going to make another commercial to. And she definitely needs to be bigged up because she gave us our theme music. It's awesome. I love her. She's like my sister. So don't nobody talk about her music because it's fire. I don't appreciate it. Thank you, Don. Thank you. Okay, and she's making my theme music for when I start wrestling. Oh, I got 2. And okay, Lana was very impressive tonight. It was also a good 11-minute match. SD just needs time. I thought it was great. Like, I thought I thought Raw was a good show. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great, but it was good enough. It was watchable. I liked it. That's what I was trying to tell y'all. Changes take time. People got to be pushed to the side. You know, things gotta be, you know, take a little bit of mixing. But don't worry, some more changes are coming on the horizon. Y'all just got to trust me, okay? I'm gonna get some of these comments in here. Take this damn free promo. Fuck. Thank you, Donnie. Thank you. Their podcast is awesome. Thank you, Hiram. Appreciate that. Tiff, would you ever compete on Hell's Kitchen? Absolutely not. See, I have a thing. Like, I don't mind pressure, but what I can stand somebody yelling at me. But when I feel like when you calling me like an idiot or you belittling me and you gonna fight. I don't have no problem punching Gordon Ramsay in his motherfucking shit. I don't care how many restaurants he got. I don't care how many times that man has, got all these goddamn Michelin stars or whatever the fuck they give you when you a chef. It don't make no nothing amount to me. I'm a human being. You a human being. You're not gonna disrespect me on national TV and in front of everybody. I don't need to work for your restaurant. I can make my own restaurant. I came here so I can get my shit together. I don't need you yelling at me. I will beat your ass before I let you do that to me. Period. So no, I'm not gonna do that. Me and him will be cussing together. I be cussing his ass out. He be cussing me out, and he just gonna get cussed the fuck out. I got two. I got two of your songs. Sure do. Wait till you hear the Aaliyah 4-page letter remix I did. Well, when you gonna put it in the chat, or when you gonna put it in my? I want to hear it. I like all of the remixes that you do. Personally, she did a couple remixes that's in our group chat that's fire. I like Ramsey and all, but that ain't my kind of learning experience. I would rather have like meet Gordon Ramsay under normal circumstances rather than to go into his Hell's Kitchen type of situation. I understand that's his personality and that's what he do, but that it's just I don't need you to do that to me for me to get my work done. No. If I mess up, calling me an idiot is not gonna make me do better. If anything, I'm gonna drop the soap. I'm gonna drop all this shit. I fuck up your whole kitchen, turn over all the damn pots. I turn over this pot of water, turn on all the water in the kitchen. I destroy this kitchen before I let you belittle me. This whole kitchen going down. Everything. Everything. All that shit going in the trash. I'm throwing fucking I'm throwing all of the Wellingtons in the garbage. Like they footballs out the door. I'm just tearing up shit. I don't give a damn. Yes. Mandy did good tonight. Mandy did. Charlotte sold for her like she was supposed to. They had a decent match. I don't know what her problem is with her thinking the referee is her personal butler. But see, they need to have some more female referees on there. And the reason why I say that is because he couldn't hit her back because he a man. But had that been me, I'd have knocked your front teeth out. What I'm not about to do is let you whoop my ass on national TV. That's not my pay. That's above my pay grade. You don't pay me extra for that. And number two, she's still degrading me on television. I will beat your ass first before I let you do that shit. Period. Tiff, did you watch the Roddy Piper documentary last night? No, because I keep forgetting that Biography has a contract with WWE to put that stuff up there. So I didn't get to see it, but I'm gonna watch it. I don't think I'm gonna watch the Macho Man Randy Savage one because I feel like that's the Dark Side of the Ring already did Macho Man, and I feel like I've already seen all of the stuff that he did with Miss Elizabeth and everything with her. I don't need to see Macho Man's anymore. I don't think Biography is gonna give me any more than Dark Side of the Ring was able to give me on Macho Man. So I'm not gonna watch that. I'm still waiting to see what's T-Bar and Mace motives because they ain't working for Pastor MVP. I don't know. Me and my best friend brainstormed an entire video game dedicated to Hell's Kitchen. There's already a Hell's Kitchen game. It's a computer game. You play it on your computer. I used to play it all the time. Yeah, it's already a Hell's Kitchen game, not an actual video game you play on one of the consoles, but it's an actual Hell's Kitchen game that you can download on the computer. You create your own chef, give them one of the pre-made origin stories, pick specialization, and work your way up onto Hell's Kitchen. And we worked in a Guy Fieri cameo where he's your mentor. Oh, that's a lot. That's a whole storyline. Janae, I got a whole lot of your songs you can mix, okay? I don't mean to spoil Mortal Kombat. Enrique, sheesh. They haven't seen it. I ain't gonna lie, my Kaylani mixes. It is fire. Natara was in the movie. Oh, I'm watching that. Yes, she's in it. She is in the movie. It's some offbeat characters in Mortal Kombat that you wouldn't expect to be in Mortal Kombat, but it is also characters that have been missing, that are missing in this Mortal Kombat that we're gonna expect to see in the next installment of Mortal Kombat. So I'm excited. I hope that they do a really good job. Mortal Kombat it's a good movie. Burn it down, yeah. Songs like what? You see what I'm saying? Like Kenny, like I ain't even had a chance to watch it yet. Kenny, don't worry, you can watch it. What Macho Man did. You have to go and watch. Go watch Dark Side of the Ring if you haven't watched Dark Side of the Ring. Definitely, if you haven't watched Dark Side of the Ring, Biography will be up. You can watch Biography. The way Damian Priest and New Day Rock the Miz, John. Who's Elisa? Okay, you mean Elias and Ugly with Tomatoes? I mean, okay, they pelted him with tomatoes. I didn't see that part. I was in here watching the Redman and Method Man versus because I missed it last week, so I was in here watching that. She only in it for like 10 minutes at best. I mean, she wasn't in it long, but she had a decent spot. I mean, enough to get Enrique. People haven't seen the movie yet, so you can't give away all the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. It is a good movie. I like the movie. I told y'all my main girls are Devora, Scarlett, Natara, and Chameleon. Well, Devora not in it, thank God. Don't nobody want no rats. I mean, don't nobody want no damn roaches. We all right. We don't want no roaches. I was laughing at your commentary. I was like, period, Tiff. Mandy needs to bring her glitter thought back to get into that woman's skin with her man. The only episode of Dark Side of the Ring I couldn't finish was the Von Erich one. Dark Side of the Ring, when I watched the ones that really took me out was the Von Erichs one was very heartbreaking. Like their whole family died, all of them, just like starting with their little brother, it just trickled down. It was like they had a family curse on them or something. The only brother that's alive was able to break the curse, you know, so it seems that way. Let me see. I was able to watch the Chris Benoit one all the way through, but it was very, very graphic in terms of its description, and it was heartbreaking. I was crying because I felt so bad for his son that's still here, number one, and I felt bad for his son that died the way that he died. He didn't deserve that, and even though Chris did it, I felt bad for him too because he wasn't even in his right mind when he did it. So it's just sad all around. It was a terrible day. And I felt the Jimmy Superfly Snuka, that one pissed me off a little bit because WWE like they helped him, you know, cover up a lot of shit. And it's really messed up. Devora and her coronavirus self could stay in her hive. I didn't know WWW has slip and slides. I'll get to her fall. I'm slipping on water in a second. When I start wrestling, I'm gonna wear Devora inspired gear and make sure every time I wear, I do nothing but kick and send Tiff those matches. I'm gonna bust in your throat. Period. Now, why did Sonya have to come at Mandy like that? Girl, you're an official. Relax. I really didn't see what Sonya did. I know that she put her in this match with Charlotte. I don't see how that was a punishment to put her in a match with someone. I really don't. Hold on, y'all.
I just wanna go where you go tonight. Baby, hold my hand, take me one more time. I don't wanna be without you again. I want you to stay, 'cause it feels so great. Bye, see you good, come back, need it. I think about you, what can I do? I wanna know if you think of me too. Baby, come over, let me kiss you. How long did you, baby, tell me
If you move that bag out the way, it won't get in the way.
No, I'm
All right, so I didn't get to see Sonya chastise Charlotte for what she did. That was a brutal episode. I didn't get to see. I mean, chastise Mandy for what she did. I didn't watch that, so it is what it is. Some of us already know about the China situation, but I want them to do an episode on her. Well, they won't. They won't do it for whatever reason. Her mom doesn't want them to do it. I think that's what she said. Yes, they did an episode on Mula. That was from the first season. The Owen Hart episode was hard to watch. That was another one that was very difficult to watch. Yeah, they did one on Mula. Oh, okay, I see. Raw wasn't too bad. I'm happy Umberto is getting used, and I hope he continues to get used. I actually kind of like Randy and Matt as a team. Charlotte and her reinstatement was pointless, though. I didn't understand that either. Like, they could have just fined her to $100,000. Like, her being gone for a Monday to Monday, like, she literally didn't get suspended. That was just her normal off week. So I was like, first of all, Sonya overstepped her bounds. That's the first thing. If I was Adam, I'd tell Sonya, know your place and go stand in the back, because bitch, you don't make the decisions. You help. You don't make the decisions. You're not a WWE official. You're supposed to be on my side. But see, he's trying to be nice. Wouldn't be me. Me and Sonya be back there scrapping. I don't give a fuck about you being an MMA, bitch. You trying to take my authority from me. And I'm finna bust your ass. You pulling the Corbin. Okay, you want to be a constable. No, ma'am. Mind your business. Okay, you usually stay on SmackDown. That's where the fuck you need to go. Period. Because you're doing too much. You overstepping your bounds. Okay? Her reinstatement was a mess. And she's still treating the ref like he's some flunky. If you want, I'll tell you this, Charlotte. Let me tell you something. Let me take Taylor's comment off. Charlotte, if you want somebody to open the ropes for you when you bring your ass down there, then you need to hire Reginald to do that. Go to Naya and tell her you want to get her little koala, and you usher his ass down there, let him do backflips and tricks for you, and then he can hold the ropes for you when you bring your ass down there. Your ass is thin enough to get in that ring without them ropes being bent down, bitch. It ain't like you got a lot of ass. Girl, I'm just saying. There's nothing about you that says, I might need help getting in this ring. You all right? If you want somebody to do that, hire you a butler. Get you a Alfred. Okay? Get you a Benson. All right? Get you a Jeffrey. But make sure they white. That's how I feel about that. Okay. Whoever sang this gave me SZA vibes. Where the fuck is Princess Styles and Omos with them titles? I don't know. Call them and ask them. Shit, I don't know. I think Sonya's getting fired as the assistant manager and she's getting back in the ring. So probably. I wasn't surprised last week when she got suspended because I knew she was going to return no matter what. Tiff, if Gerard gets the new Resident Evil, would you watch him play the whole game? See, I'm scared of Resident Evil. I do not like that game. It creeps me out. But if y'all want me to do it, I mean, I'll set up him a Twitch and maybe we can stream to Twitch and he can do it that way. But I'm terrified of fucking zombie-like games like that. They creep me out. I don't like them. What took me out is how Sonya ass literally left SmackDown just to book Raw women's matches. I mean, if the match is gonna be better when she's booking them, then so be it. But she don't need to be interfering like that. Like she put her hands on an official. If it was a man who did it, I don't think she would have intervened like that. It's unfair for her to come in and give Charlotte an opportunity to apologize. She didn't try to apologize the night of, the day of. She just walked past that shit like it didn't happen. Like she was like, I don't know how it happened. Yes, the fuck you do, bitch. You was in the ring, you got mad because he counted 1, 2, 3. It wasn't a fast count. Girl, get it together. Charlotte has long flamingo legs, so she can hop over the ring like what Tamina and Victoria used to do in their entrances. Okay. Alexa Bliss made my heart stop with her promo that she did about Lily. I didn't see that promo. I was taking a break. She haven't done anything. Frankie's Frankie. There's really not much to Frankie other than what you see. She's obviously a fashion girl with her dog. And Taya Valkyrie is obviously going to give you something. I don't know. There's not really much to her. You haven't really gotten a chance to see anything. You know she likes interrupting people. Um, any new updates on the 2K22 game? Not that I remember. That as far as I know, the only update we got was what we saw at Mania. That was it. Hello, Aaliyah. Is anybody watching the Fast and Furious 9 this summer? I don't know if I'm gonna watch Fast 9. I mean, it's cool. I don't know if I'm gonna watch Fast 9 though. They better make the women look good in 2K22 because their hair was super stiff in 2K20. Their hair always stiff in these games. So, frankly, what is there to say? I'll see myself out. Wow. That was bad. I'm not even gonna. That was bad. Just gonna tell you that.
Hey y'all, what are y'all guys doing tonight? Did you guys enjoy Raw?
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
If you watch that show, you know.
All right.
No Fast and
Okay.
Furious series should have ended when Paul.
No, Fast and Furious series should have ended when Paul Walker unfortunately died. In my opinion, it should have stopped way before then.
Exactly. All they needed was about 3.
When Paul Walker died, I lost my interest in Fast and Furious. They're still good movies. It's just they're very much over the top.
Try to escape the death race. I was done. I said, what else y'all got to do?
It's my other jam. That must be my scarf for sleep, Ashley, man.
I'm so happy for the first time. Bobby Lashley has opened up the show.
I don't know nothing about that.
We canceled for stupid Hype House show. What is Hype House?
I don't even know what that is.
Some TikTok shit.
What the hell is Hype House? Y'all think Shayna and Nia losing at WrestleMania Backlash? I hope so.
I don't know.
Is this last of my Fruit Loops?
If they do, that's going into a nice.
I hope they lose.
They have to lose.
Do they really have to?
Is that like the Paul brothers or some shit?
Girl, I don't know.
I don't know what Hype House is, honestly. That's something these younger kids know because they follow all these YouTubers. You know, I'll be watching on YouTube. I'll be watching motherfuckers clean carpets on YouTube. Dead ass. That shit is relaxing in the motherfucking like all that dirt. All that dirt in that carpet. Damn. What the
I'm
fuck
listening to
are you doing?
rainstorms on YouTube, so I don't know nothing.
Not the damn dirt.
That shit do be nasty though. Like I be watching people clean out
cars. Oh, it's a group of TikTokers.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Yeah, it's a bunch of white teenagers.
Ain't nobody black gonna be in there because they gonna fight.
Well, they have one person of color, Nikita Dragon.
She's not even a TikToker.
Exactly.
Okay.
She's not even anybody. There's nothing that bitch does.
Moving
there has
on.
not been one positive thing she's ever contributed.
Besides Blackfish. She be blackfishing a lot. and then be claiming racism when she can't go somewhere or do something. I'm like, don't get mad because you got the melanin or you pretending to have it, and now people treating you like that.
Mm.
Probably because this is where they closing the WrestleMania feuds at this point. I guess they
Mm,
should. Tamina and Natty is the pick to win at
they
Backlash.
call it WrestleMania Backlash because Peacock wanted to call it WrestleMania Backlash. It's not WWE's fault.
Then why the fuck did Peacock got say? See, this is what I be
Peacock
talking about.
Peacock licensed WWE's content, so they have a say so in how it's distributed, and this is a part of it. They wanted to piggyback off of WrestleMania, so they call it WrestleMania Backlash. To do that, it's just marketing.
That's how they don't know nothing about the business because that shit don't even sound right. It doesn't make a difference whether it's WrestleMania Backlash or Lashback.
I figure people who watch WrestleMania that aren't avid wrestling fans would watch WrestleMania Backlash because it still has the WrestleMania theme and moniker to it.
I hear what you're saying, but that's stupid reasoning.
Their marketing, not mine. I don't care.
This is what happens when you get people invested in your business that don't know nothing about your business.
There's no frog getting their food from Cheesecake
Well, we
Factory.
can't tell you why, Enrique, but I'm gonna read your question anyway. I was on TikTok and someone posted a video of them doing the cheese, finding a baby frog in their food from Cheesecake Factory. Well, I definitely can't tell you why, but that's interesting.
They brought that frog in there.
They had to. The hype house is TikTok. Oh, Charlie and them. Oh, who
Charlie
the fuck is
D'Amelio.
Charlie? If Bubba ain't in there, I don't want to see it.
Okay, baby.
He ain't go ahead and get him them 1-2 Chris Browns.
Mandy did good today against Charlotte. Good
Bailey
for
getting her
Mandela.
ass beat at WrestleMania Backlash. Well, that's a given.
Good for Mandy.
Yeah, Mandy did do good with her Nordstrom boots. Wow, for Nordstrom Rack. She did good. I was very impressed. She had me sitting up today. What else happened? Anybody listen to what
Nia
Bobby
Jackson
said?
on that water and
Oh,
almost
yeah.
died.
Rachel trying to get her ass up. That's what the fuck is you gonna do? Boy.
I almost cried. And then fucking Reginald kept trying to pull her.
I would say what I want about Nia, but that bitch gonna get to her motherfucking money. I tell you that. She said, I'm doing what? Okay, I got it.
Period.
I'll do it with my whole heart.
It honestly makes sense. WrestleMania Backslash is basically the follow up of WrestleMania. And hopefully Money in the Bank is the official restart. Money in the Bank it definitely should be. But it seems like they're doing okay with, changing up things now. Everything is not the same. They are adding people to similar matches, but it was okay. It wasn't like unwatchable to watch Raw today. So I was okay with it. I think that's how you spell her name. Those plastic masks are stupid. I mean, she's stupid. So what do you expect? The fact that Nia still made me roll. Child, let me tell
She
you.
fell again?
No, you didn't see it. Hold on.
Yeah, she fell today.
Let me see if I can play it without dumping the girl like that. What is that behind your back? What is that? Maybe you should have threw the water on Nia. Yes, I could. Oh! Ooh!
She slipped on the water.
And then after that, she tried to get up. She slipped again.
Damn.
I can't play the whole video because WWE gonna flag me.
And then Reginald ass tried to get her.
Reginald tried to pull her, and he couldn't get her, and all you see was her legs and feet and her hands
It's in the air. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
I lost my voice because it was so funny.
You know, at least she wore that gear when she fell. I'm fine with her
Oh,
ruining that gear.
Child.
you know what? At least it wasn't no crowd, because that would have killed.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Fail. You think not WWE should put something for Money in the Bank what they did last year? Issue no,
I think they should
no,
do Money in the Bank in front of a crowd.
yeah.
I think they should have it at their arena they at. Talk to them and see if they can get a crowd, which I think is part of the reason why they pushed Money in the Bank back and put Backlash up, so they can try to see if they can have a crowd. Because Money in the Bank gonna be during the summer, right before.
Right before summer hit.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, man, she
Here's
put face
one.
first.
Yeah, I don't like how they're making that storyline. Tamina and Bortalia should have won it.
I like the
Oh,
fact that she failed. It's funny. That bitch and her and Shayna been bullying
oh
everybody on the
shit!
roster for the whole last year. I'm sick of it. I'm glad her ass failed. Shit.
Now you're
That
hitting
shit is
it.
funny.
Okay, she whacked the fuck out of her with them flowers. Bitch, put that in water.
No, she put herself in some water. Yeah.
I got your fucking water, bitch.
She ain't had to bring her ass over there. She could have stayed over there on the damn apron.
That shit was funny as hell. That's like something I do back in middle school. Put these hoes in some water. What you talking about?
I don't know
Okay,
how I feel
bro.
about Riddle
I
and
just tried to
Randy
keep it in.
together yet.
Yeah, Randy was trying his hardest not to laugh, but you know.
They could do Money in the Bank outside.
They could.
That'd be nice.
Oh, they said
Thank
bless you,
you,
Dom, when you
sweetie.
Oh,
sneeze.
damn. Did he sneeze?
Yeah,
I didn't hear it.
they never do.
It looked like guards are trying to get him some. I don't know what kind of pheromones Naya got.
Okay, she pulled them off.
Garza and Reginald are just trying to get their BBW.
Ew. Reginald
Bitch
trying
with
to keep a
wig.
job. That's what that's about.
She a BWW. That she is. A bitch with
Don.
wigs.
Don, cut it out.
That's what she is. A bitch with wigs.
No.
I be blowing me because I be liking her wigs, but I hate when she put it. Sometimes she put it, in front of her hairline, or
And you can tell.
you can tell. Like I like it when it's in front of her, but when she pushes it
She's a
way
part of
back,
the
I'm
She
like,
can pull
FWA.
some of
girl,
her hair out though. I don't
right?
understand. Carmella should come to Raw. No, she okay where she at?
No, she fine.
Naya's a
She's
part of the FWA, the Folded Wigs Association.
Boy.
Nia trying big booty and Emmanuel. What? A big booty?
What
She's
do
like
that
Angel
mean?
Garza.
Now you're trying to get Big Booty and Emmanuel Hudson. You talking about Reginald and Angel Garza.
Girl, who is Big Booty in this scenario?
Oh, he
Angel.
said that Angel Garza got a big butt.
I mean, okay.
Pretty decent,
Naya's got more ass than the two of them combined.
Triple quadruple
No.
cheeked up on a Monday night.
Naya's ass a whole tag team.
Stop.
Her hoe makes it a trio.
I'm over it.
Garza wouldn't fit well in her pocket, but I respect it. I mean, I
Fuck
don't know
that.
who would fit well in her pocket.
Tino
Ooh.
Payne pocket sized.
Everybody she get with is kind of odd. At
Enzo.
least, she could see Garza eye to eye.
Right. I was looking at him like, oh, so Garza is about 6 foot, about 5'8". Okay.
Meanwhile,
He looked dead in her
Reginald
face.
and Enzo was like 5'2".
I don't know why she like little dudes.
She don't have to bend down to see him at eye level.
Nigga.
Give Nia Award the funniest fall tonight. Nia be doing her shit out there. I ain't gonna lie. She like
Mhm.
That shit was funny. I don't care what nobody say. It was funny.
She a comedy queen.
That's what I
I'm
like
okay with
about
that.
the main roster. If y'all listen to Chelsea Green on Fightful, like I said, it's in the group chat. I agree with what she said with the difference between NXT and the main roster. She said NXT is like, they focus on the fight, as their entertainment within that show. But when you get to the main roster, it's very, advanced. You got to do more than just fight to entertain. You got to basically show your ass.
Niggas don't want to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
They want to see his fight. I'm like, just watch NXT.
Yeah, you want to see great fights? Go to NXT. But
Like, you want to see storylines? You watch the main roster.
Exactly.
Garza got the money. He needs to get better suits. Because when I remember that segment of Miz TV where he wore a tight pink suit looking like a pink highlighter.
Watch your mouth, Enrique.
He was channeling his inner pink Power Ranger.
What y'all think of Alexa and Lily's segment tonight? Just a matter of time, Lily will snap. I ain't see the segment, so I don't know.
I didn't watch Raw, so
I'm trying to see if Nikki Cross is Lily. That's it.
I wouldn't say that. Like, I don't think she's her. Well, yeah, I guess you could say that. But she haven't turned into Lily.
Like you remember that episode of Ed and Eddie when what's that bald head boy had that other imaginary friend? That's what Lily is.
The plank of wood?
No, it was a different one. Not Plank. He had another imaginary friend at some point. They was making fun of him, and then they got their ass beat. Or like when Patrick got his
imaginary friend on Ed and Eddie.
It was the bald head boy. He had Plank, and then he came around with
Plank,
another
yeah, but that's not who Don talking about. He's talking about somebody else.
He came around with another because I remember I was trying to pretend like I had an imaginary friend. My grandma told me I had a demon following me, so don't do that. He killed my whole mood. I said, okay. Yeah.
Not a demon.
Yeah, my grandma was a holy roller. I said, look, y'all, it's not imaginary friend. She said, I don't see nothing. That's a demon. Stop playing with him.
Oh, my God.
That's a demon. Stop
I thought this was a house of the Lord. My bad.
When Byron said she had her own slip and slide, I was like, yes, Byron, get her back.
Okay. He said,
Nia did Byron dirty. I don't care what nobody say. His name is Johnny. Johnny had Plank.
No, he had another imaginary friend. I'm telling y'all.
When he lost Plank, he had another one.
I don't know if he lost it, but he did have another imaginary friend. He just couldn't see him. Like he was literally invisible, and he had folded Ed up into a ball. And was bouncing with a basketball. Yes. I don't know what
Dre, you watched Ed and Nettie. I didn't watch it as often as you did.
Oh yeah, I watched that like it was the goddamn prayer thing in the middle of the night.
I do not remember that.
Yes,
Nikki Cross stayed taking pictures of her in her ring gear like she about to wrestle tonight, but really isn't. Why y'all be on Nikki Cross neck so?
Damn.
Let her live. Oh my God.
Nikki had a great 2019-2020.
She all right? Hell, y'all was complaining when the girl was out there on every night. Was mad as hell. I'm sick of saying Nikki. I want to see somebody else. Now she ain't on TV and y'all mad. Making fun of her and shit. That ain't right.
The only thing I didn't like the talkative Nikki. That was kind of irritating. I wish I had crazy Nikki. That's the only Nikki that I missed.
So I vaguely recall this happening in an episode.
Thank you,
Kim. It must have been when he didn't have Plank.
Because I know I'm not crazy.
I never watched Ed and Eddie, so.
Ooh, blasphemy, baby. You must have had a
boy. Well, I kind of understand why. The Bianca and Bailey segment was funny. Bailey was talking shit, and Montez called Bianca and said Bailey was talking shit about her. It is how Montez came. That was funny. I don't remember us talking about SmackDown, but okay.
I didn't watch SmackDown.
I didn't watch
Me
SmackDown
either.
either.
Have
Somebody
time
told
to
me
find.
that. I remember Ed getting folded into a ball.
Period. Pooh.
Where are the Raw Tag Team champs? At
We
home.
have Raw
Let me
Tag
tell
Team
y'all. Let me tell y'all what y'all do. Y'all be asking where they at, and for some odd reason, y'all think I know, but I don't. So what you can do is, I believe, Gorilla Monsoon got an Instagram or a Twitter, and I'm sure, I'm 100% sure that Redneck Styles got one. So y'all could go on their Twitter or their Instagram and ask them personally where they at.
Listen to me.
Cause I don't know, honey. I don't know. I tell you this, I am enjoying not seeing them on my TV.
Okay, because they ain't got shit to
Okay,
talk about.
because I don't want to see them. I don't care for Omos or AJ Styles at the moment. Okay, I don't care.
Not in that capacity.
They could drop the titles though. They could very well do that. I don't really care. 2021, we miss Nikki. In 2019, 2020, I'm sick of her. Get this woman off my television. That's a pretty accurate statement. It's right on the money. I'm just waiting for the fall Night of Fallen memes to come out on Twitter. I don't know if they're gonna do all of that, but it was
It was
funny.
funny the first time.
I thought it was funny. Tiff, did you see Big Cass return to Impact Wrestling? I did. So if y'all didn't watch Impact,
I didn't.
y'all haven't seen Impact. Impact had Impact Rebellion this past Sunday, and titles changed hands. Some titles changed hands, others didn't. The X Division title is now under somebody named Josh Alexander. They had an 8-man tag team match in which Big Cass replaced Eric Young. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get this choppy that's out of my microphone.
I heard Big Cass looking good these days.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Tell us about Colin
So
Cass.
Big Cass debuted, and he has a new name. His name is W. Morrissey.
What
He
the
looked
fuck?
very good.
W. Morrissey.
That was his name.
That's the best you can come up with, bro.
What
That's
in the
what they
Street
gave him.
Fighter? Is this E Honda?
Oh my God. That's what they came up with.
M
His name
Bison?
is W. Morrissey.
I guess.
Um anyway. So they had a match with Trey Melvin and Sami Callihan. It was a last man standing match. Sami Callihan lost to Trey Melvin. The Good Brothers did not get their titles back. They lost to a tag team named Thin Juice.
Okay.
Deonna Purrazzo retained her title against Tennille Dashwood,
As she should.
and Tasha Steelz and Kiera Hogan dropped their titles to Jordan Grace and Rachel Ellering.
As they motherfucking should have.
And of course, Jazz was their manager when they won these tag team titles. So the big thing about Rebellion was the men's match, the World Impact Championship. Kenny Omega is now the Impact World Heavyweight Champion.
Boo!
Hooray for Kenny's ego.
Correct. Rich Swann lost. He did put up a good fight, but he lost. Now, the only reason why I'm talking about this is because it was Impact's pay-per-view and not AEW's, because I don't give a fuck about AEW. So that's the only reason. Plus, on top of that, it's kind of messed up that Kenny Omega is the champion of 3 different wrestling companies. Two of them are in the States. And I just don't understand it. I don't get it. But that's what they did. She said all that he should have used his real name.
Child. Fucking
He
Kenny
really can't
Omega.
use Big Cass because WWE still owns it. So when he was on the Indies, he was Cass XL. But now in Impact, they decided to change his name.
I'm sorry, that's so funny. Cass
He
XL.
was.
I'd rather kept that
And
than whatever
Sasha
the fuck is
Fangirl
that
and the
now.
Side Chick lost their knockout tag titles. Correct. They
Yes.
lost.
As they
To a
should.
better team.
Talk about stifling. Why do they give this man so many titles? Well,
It's not even
um,
stifling. Because when on the indie circuit, Kenny is like, the
the
top
man.
guy. So it's
But
like, why not?
but in
It don't make
mainstream
sense.
wrestling, he is but a drop in the bucket.
Okay.
And that's what a lot of people fail to realize. And I'm probably gonna get a lot of heat for this when this plays back, but I don't really care. The reality of the situation is when you're on shows like, and when Impact was a big commodity, you still had to have an it factor. Kenny doesn't have that. Kenny's a
Kenny's a
good
fucking
wrestler.
man.
He's a good showman when it comes to wrestling, but he doesn't have the charisma or the suave nature to be the front man. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have the look, nor does he have the personality. He's just not it. So when I was listening to Jobber Tears, he made a very good point. He said that although Kenny Omega is a great wrestler, he's not at the caliber of Roman Reigns. He's 100% right. Roman is crossover capable. Kenny is not. He just isn't. And he probably never will be, and that is because certain wrestlers have to stay in a certain niche in order to thrive. And Kenny and the Young Bucks and guys like um, most of the guys who work for AEW, they only will thrive in this space that they've created. They're not going to be any bigger than that unless they have unless they're like Ricky Starks or MJF or somebody like that. Somebody who has charisma and tenacity and they've got personality. One of them got looks because
Or as I
MJF is
like
not
to
a
say,
looker.
character.
MJF is not a looker, but Ricky Starks is a very attractive man. So you have multi levels to them where they can thrive pretty much anywhere. Kenny Omega would drown in WWE specifically because he won't be able to give you what you need on the main roster, and you just have to have a certain amount of charisma. He doesn't have it,
Right.
and that's just the way that it is.
Look at how LA Knight came in. LA Knight,
Exactly.
great
He's a
wrestler.
very good example, though.
He demands his presence through his character. Kenny Omega, he
Correct.
was like, well, my work speaks for itself. Your wrestling speaks for itself, but your character does not because you don't have one. You understand what I'm saying, bro?
Correct. Oh
That's
yeah,
where you
Kenny.
fall
Google
flat
Ricky
at.
Starks. Google Ricky Starks. Now he may not be your cup of tea, but Ricky Starks is cute. hmm He's cute. He's cute. He'd be like, yeah, I'm like, okay, Ricky. All right, bro. Go
And
ahead.
that's what bothers me
The real
about
pretty Ricky.
Right.
another thing that bothers me about AEW. Y'all have all these storylines going on, but then y'all just have regular ass people in storylines and they fall flat. Nobody's giving you character. Y'all barely giving us matches.
Hmm. And the people who do give you character, you got them on AEW Dark.
And
People
nobody
like Big
sees it.
Swole, people like Britt Baker. And then you have guys like SCU, and you've got Pride and Powerful. You've got Hangman Adam Page, and they're all regaled to the back. And then you just got the elite up front minus Adam Page. So I
All
ain't
your good talent is you either team them up, which one thing people say was how to do what WWE doing, so you doing it too, which is dumb as hell.
period.
You teaming them
Period.
up, you throw them on dark, or you give them matches where they just putting people over. That's
I'm
not you
sure
doing the
Britt
same
Baker
things you shouldn't
is.
know.
I'm sure she is going for the title. Good for her.
And she
I
come back
doubt if
gonna
she
win it.
gets it. I doubt if she gets it. Honestly. They had a whole tournament for Sheeta. Whole tournament for her. And they ended up letting her keep that title. Anyway. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Oh yeah,
I
did they
would have
ever
had.
explain why it's an eliminator tournament?
No.
Did they ever give explanation to that? Because that still doesn't make sense in my mind.
Nope. It was just when you lose, you eliminated. But it
Which
was
is
implied.
what happens in a tournament, anyways.
That's mm-hmm.
Honestly, even though Britt Baker is like boring as hell, I would have her as my champion right now.
Britt Baker's pretty good at cutting promos. She's a pretty damn good heel.
Oh, she
She's
picked up
come a
herself.
long way, Don.
That's good.
She's
I
come
would
a
come a
long
long way
way.
too. My best friend's up here doing their shit, and I'm sitting here like a stick in the fucking mud.
I mean,
I'm like, girl, give me some
Britt
tips.
was
What's going on?
Britt was not doing great in the beginning, but she
Yeah, I
was
know.
able to really lean into her character, and
Cause that
Miss
first one,
Mama's
it was what's that girl name?
oh, see how it looked like?
I kept calling her. I kept saying she like Kyrie, Riho.
Riho?
Oh, it was
Yeah,
Ryu.
Riho.
Riho.
Rio.
Nyla Rose and
Rio.
Britt Baker was in the. They was in the top. They were the top people at the time. And
Yeah.
I like Britt Baker. I'm like, okay, she's cool. But then she get on commentary and she would say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, bitch, you gonna speak? She like, oh, look at that kick. That's nice. But I'm like, what do you do? Get off the get off. Cut her mic. Cut her fucking mic.
But you know
That
what?
was in the
That's
early
still better than
days.
Yeah,
Taz.
that was when they first started. I hadn't watched them
Oh
recently.
no,
But
she
when
has
she
gotten
started, I was like, girl,
very,
shut your
very
ass up.
ugly. Britt be taking people out. She be calling Tony a damn barista and shit. Be fucking
Oh,
Tony Schiavone up.
Morovich, man. Oh, Big Swole had a promo on AEW. I did watch that, her promo. And she gave it to him. She was
Yeah,
like,
but they still ain't
it's
gave her that match.
yeah, it's wild. But she basically saying like, we have a ranking system, and I was on top of the ranks, but somehow, some way, the shit just resets within a year, and I'm back where I started, back at the bottom. How that shit work out?
Not in your favor, apparently.
Like you're not doing the way I shut that shit down. Anybody try to argue about AEW? What was the motherfucking mission statement?
Mm.
You're not sticking to you talking about giving indie guys a chance. Okay, cool. You give top indie guys a chance. Is what you was trying to say.
Correct.
Not you was giving. Oh, this is a new time. Let's put him up there. Let's make him a star. Let's make her a star. Let's try to create something here. Then you got Kenny fucking Omega with this goddamn Asian fetish, and Chris Jericho bringing all his Asian talent in and not doing nothing with them, but having them sit, looking crazy as hell. Y'all so worried about what the media is saying about y'all. Y'all took Nyla Rose off the belt.
Personally, I'm kind of glad they did.
I mean, granted, she wasn't all that good anyway.
I don't like
She
Nyla
much
Rose.
worse than Nia, and
Period. I'm
that
not a
says
fan
a
of
lot.
Nyla's, but I'm not worried about her. It's not about her being trans. It's about her wrestling capability with me.
It's just weird, and the way they have shit set up is weird too. Like y'all claim to want to be different. But
They
then y'all
not.
talking about WWE going taking over the indie circuit. Well, that's not fair. But here you are taking over the fucking indie circuit. What do you do with Impact?
Mm-hmm.
You're not putting them over. You're not helping them out. You're making them stagnant. They was already stagnant. You just making it worse.
Yep. AEW hoards talent worse than WWE does.
Exactly. At least WWE got the balls to release.
Period.
Y'all ain't released a soul yet since y'all done been open.
98 superstars.
And we only see 10.
They have Elevation and they have Dark, and that's where they show the other 88.
Ridiculous.
They better
does
not
not know how to
save
mind like a
Sheeta for
business.
Jade because I think Britt should be champion. Who the hell is Jade? Oh, the big Amazon girl. Okay.
Miss Cargill.
Okay, she's probably gonna be your next AEW Women's Champion. Get into it.
I hope
Me personally,
I wouldn't make that move.
I wouldn't make her champion,
You ain't
but
damn good, Chad. You just got on the scene.
period. But I'm not the one who pays the bills, so she
But
cut a
Jay,
promo not long ago after main event match with Thunder Rosa, saying how the women can deliver and are the draws, yet they're relying and focusing on old legends for the company's popularity. Well, let me bust Britt Baker's bubble a little bit. Despite the fact that her and Thunder Rosa's match was great, as an unsanctioned match, and it was a great way to showcase the women. They are not the draw for AEW. That is partly on AEW's fault. That partly rests on their shoulders. They didn't make them the draw, so they're not going to be the draw. The draw for AEW is who they have at the top: the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Hangman Adam Page on occasion, especially Cody Rhodes. Okay, those are your draws. Then they bring in guys like Christian, guys like Big Show, Sting, you know, Jake the Snake, Tully Blanchard. Those guys are there to anchor the other guys that are there and kind of help them know the ropes. But because AEW is pure chaos, can't know the ropes when you don't have no ropes to know.
You ain't even got a mat for the ropes. Or a pole to fucking hold the goddamn ropes.
I don't know nothing about that. But all I know is I don't have nothing to do with that. I haven't watched AEW in a while. It's been some weeks. And I'm not going to watch it. So I just wanted to make sure y'all knew about Impact Rebellion because Kenny Omega is the champion of Impact right now.
Prime example of what your show look like when you ain't got no goddamn structure.
Yeah, well, they ain't going to have no champion either because his ass ain't going to be there every week. Shit.
That's why if I plan to, go big, I'm gonna go big. But I'm gonna do it right. I ain't gonna shit on WWE. Like, that don't make sense.
Period.
Fuck y'all. Even though y'all made me and gave my name, fuck y'all. What? That's like saying fuck your mama. Even though you fed me, made me the man I am today, I don't appreciate that shit you did a couple days ago. So I'm gonna go do my own shit. But the same rules though. But I'm not gonna let you know. It's ridiculous. And people are like, yeah, they don't have, everybody doing their own thing. It's free reign. That's what makes it cool. No, that's what makes it a shitty show. But moving on.
Ain't no more questions in the comments. Ain't no more comments.
You ain't got no more questions.
No. I know
Happy
some of these
birthday,
people
Kenny.
getting real snippy in these comment section here on my page.
Girl. Happy birthday.
It's Kitty's birthday.
To you.
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
God.
Happy birthday.
No,
Wait, we can
Don.
sing it because it's not copyrighted anymore.
Oh,
Don. No.
Happy birthday to Kenny. Happy birthday
I cannot.
to you.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, Celine
Oh,
Dion.
glory.
Yes.
Oh, no, that did not
Yes.
give what it was supposed to give. No.
Yes.
Kenny, what you gonna do for your birthday?
Kenny!
Tell
Probably get
us.
drunk again.
Girl,
Like
I'll
a
drink
skunk.
with you. I can't. Ooh, my sister promised in 2 weeks. I can't wait till she leaves so I can get drunk. Whew. That's gonna be so much fun.
Okay,
Listen.
I'm going to block you
Oh, what happened?
because y'all gonna learn how to be respectful. Simple as that.
Oh, y'all ain't here moderating these comments. Y'all getting them fast.
Now, one thing I don't have a problem with is people having their own opinion. But here's the thing. Some of y'all didn't like the whole Naya segment where she slipped on water. I put it this way. If she didn't want her ass to fall, she should have stayed on the other side of the ring. She didn't have to walk right there. There's a whole other side of the ring. She clearly saw the water was poured on her partner and it was all over the floor on the right hand side of the ring. So why would you walk your dumb ass over there in the water knowing you could slip and fall? Okay. Now we all know that's kayfabe why I'm asking that question. Okay. Number two, since some of y'all are so intuitive and you know everything, if your ass knew she was finna fall in the water, you should have changed the fucking channel so you didn't have to see it. But if you didn't laugh, that's on you. I have nothing to do with that, nor do I care. The shit was funny to me, so I'm gonna laugh. And I give two fucks whether you like it or not. If you don't like it, go watch something else.
I
It
thought
was
it was
funny.
funny.
Y'all thought it was funny when Naya slapped her in her face with them damn roses. You laughed at that. That's what the fuck she get. That's what that bitch get.
Fuck
What
out
did
of
she
here.
do to deserve to be slapped in the face with some roses?
She slapped up
When?
a couple weeks ago, even though it's like a little
She
bit too
slapped
late.
her after she was making fun of the girl. I'd have slapped her ass too. But she didn't slap her right.
No, she did a little petty slap.
She
You have to
slapped her
forgive Mandy. She can't
after
hit
it
all
was
that well.
after she was making fun of her. Not to mention, Naya been bullying her, Dana, Lana, especially. Matter of fact, Mandy was put out for weeks because of her arm. They got cut from the damn Survivor Series team because of that shit.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. Somebody gonna have to help me understand what is the difference. And they're like, well, Mandy shouldn't be bullying her like that. Bullying,
Really, yeah.
bully.
I mean, I think this whole route is Mandy's shtick. The whole nice girl, oh, you know,
That don't work for Mandy.
it don't work for her. It was boring. It was all the smile all day, every day. She looked crazy.
But does anything
Uh,
work for Mandy?
This
you ain't
works for
gotta hate on
Mandy.
Mandy like that.
This
I
works for Mandy.
mean,
This is her. This is where she shines at.
She not really being a mean girl. Cause if she was being a real mean girl, oh, the claws would come out. Y'all seen the
Okay,
shit she did with Naomi.
Mandy trying to sleep with her man.
Mandy was trying to get her man and getting pictures and all kind of shit. I was
That
like,
shit was
you
crazy.
gonna have to go back to glitter thought on this bitch.
She's,
Cause this shit right here not working.
that was a good ass story.
except the wrong girl won, unfortunately.
Naomi finished it.
I thought they had Mandy win that.
Mandy did win.
Yeah,
Oh, she
that's what I'm
did.
saying. The wrong girl
Yep.
won.
I
Yep.
mean,
All that, and she still couldn't get over. What a shame.
Nope.
she was over at that point. It was the whole because
No,
it got
she was
stacked.
over, Don. She wasn't over. She was
She was over
over.
with me.
Done.
Because that was
Finito.
around Christmas. No,
She
that
wasn't
wasn't
over.
around
No
We
Christmas.
were
more.
over her.
Period.
Because that's when they moved forward. They was supposed to break out into Mandy and Sonya at that point. But then that dumb bitch talking about let's get Charlotte the title, make it a double, a double thing at Mania. Clown. Fucking ridiculous. I would see him in the street. I'm gonna whip his ass.
Anyway, that's all I'm saying. Don't chastise me because you don't like it, the fact that I'm laughing. First, and another thing, no one asked y'all to comment on my page.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ask for the comments. Y'all do that on your own. So when I say it's funny, and you can either get with it or not, it makes no never mind to me. And your response to me is what's saying to you with a kissy face. See, I don't do well with the shade. That don't work for me. Cause then I get petty and I do shit like restrict you from seeing anything on my page ever. Or I block you. So you don't ever have to see my page, none of my posts, or nothing. I don't do well. See, you want to go tit for tat, and I go for the whole meddling minigun. I will take your ass out with one shot. Don't have to worry about you.
Have you
Oh,
changed your commentary settings?
mm-mm.
Oh, you can change it. I changed mine. Only people who follow me, I think I follow. If I follow them and they follow me back, then they can comment on whatever. If not,
I don't mind people who don't follow me commenting. This person was following me though,
oh,
so your privileges get revoked.
period.
You're not finna be shady towards me. Cause you don't like something. You act like I booked a match and planned the spot. If she didn't want to do it, she should have said I'm not doing that. But Nia ass went out there and fell on the banana peel. Not me, bitch. I didn't tell her to go out there and do shit.
And that's my big part.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was fun.
Mm.
Now you ain't missed your job. It wasn't in here.
But
It's fun. I don't care what nobody says.
I wish
It's funny.
WWE would have done more with the Golden Goddess character.
It's probably coming back. Shit.
With what?
The Golden Goddess.
They could have.
They could have stuck with it.
Because
It
they
was,
Did what?
the Golden Goddess that was on the main roster, like after Paige got injured, wasn't a goddess. It was just some basic mean girl character.
That's what they wanted her to be.
Well, it was stupid.
I mean,
That's
it
what
was
they wanted
kinda,
her to be. I think if she was the way she was with Paige and was using more of her power in her matches rather than developing that niche she was doing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They try to make
it
her
would have
more
worked.
athletic than she
I mean,
is.
she came out with that knee, but that was when the knee was
Then
strong.
Corey said something about her. They was getting ready to have a match, and he said she lost her. Because Brian said she used to be the golden goddess. She was like, she's golden no more. He said something about her. I can't remember what he said, and I thought it was so fucked up.
Nah, I would have made that bitch just not talk. I would have had Sonya speak for her. And I would have done is I would have had Sonya, like, not just Sonya, but like anyone who like aligned themselves with Mandy would be like completely just enamored by her, and she would like not say anything, kind of like what they did with EC3 when he first was on the main roster, where it's like he just
I
didn't
hated
talk.
that with EC3. He never talked.
But like with
And
Mandy, I would do it to
sucked.
where it's like everyone is like talking around her, and then like they all wait for her to say it, and she'll say like one sentence or like one word.
You mean like Dexter, without the creepiness? Because Dexter never talks.
Cause like that. Except she's limited on what she says, like just one word or one sentence. And like I would really hype up, like, because I feel like the Golden Goddess, she came up, like when she first came up, she was like more like alluring and like more, there was like a mystique around her, and I would have built off of that. And then I would have had Sonya just completely like enamored with her, and like I would make it to where Sonya would do everything for Mandy. So like kind of what Jazzy Gabber did with Jinny when they were tag teaming, where it's like Sonya would beat people up in their tag matches and then tag Mandy in just to get the pin.
Okay.
And then like Mandy
I see what you mean.
and then Sonya would do matches and qualify for Mandy. So Sonya would do a match and get Mandy qualified for the Money in the Bank or what have you.
That is a lot of work on Mandy's behalf. And Sonya deserves all the credit. Like Sonya is a better wrestler and a better talker.
Exactly.
But I understand what you mean.
Yeah, that's why I would have Sonya do all that, because that's where Mandy lacks. She lacks in in ring ability and in promo. So I'm like, that
But you would make Sonya be regaled to a sidekick, and I mean, although she may eventually get out of that role, Sonya's better than that.
Well, yeah, but I would make it to where it's like, I don't know. I would find a way to like make sure that Sonya gets highlighted, because Sonya can put on better matches than Mandy can. So I would put Sonya in like, like I would even go as far as like where Mandy would like in the title match at Fastlane, make it to where like Mandy tricks Sonya into fighting the match for her.
Okay.
Because Sonya and Asuka have better chemistry than Mandy and Asuka do. So I'm like, have Sonya go up against Asuka, and then have like Mandy screw Sonya up some type of way, and that could have led to their breakup.
Oh.
And then when Mandy's like, oh, Sonya can't get the job done for me anymore, she tries to move on. Sonya catches on, and then that's when Sonya goes into her crazy, or the crazy-esque gimmick that she had.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah. That's what I would have done. And then hopefully with, this would have allowed Mandy to get a little bit more training in so she could be better off on her own. And that way Sonya's kind of getting like a highlight because she's doing all the talking, she's doing all the fighting, and Sonya's getting all this done. And so hopefully like with Mandy, not being pushed to the forefront, she could get in more training in on the side. Because I think that's what really ruined Mandy, is the fact that they always were pushing her to the front when she wasn't ready to.
No, they said she sat in the back for a little hot second, man.
She did, but whenever her and Sonya were together, it was always Mandy over Sonya, and Sonya was pulled back so Mandy could grow, and Mandy couldn't.
It's unfortunate.
Certain times she would show up. It was just on pay-per-views though. Besides Fastlane, I don't know what that was. But Elimination Chamber, she did good in both of them. Royal Rumble, she did fine. I don't know.
Mandy's not a bad wrestler. It's just that if they let her focus on her power a lot more, then she would be a lot better off. Because I feel like that's what she knows.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because when she first came up, they were hyping it up so much. Like I remember Corey would talk in the first.
Yeah, it was like, she was squatting 330 pounds.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm surprised they haven't had Mandy pick up Nia yet.
I wouldn't want to pick her ass up either.
Because I'm like, I don't think Nia weighs 300 pounds.
Nope. I wouldn't. I'm going to leave that for another day. Maybe in the future. Not so soon today. We won't circle back around to that. But, they could have... I mean, me and Nicole talked about this a while ago. Like, she's supposed to have, like, a character along the line. She should have had a character along the line of Velveteen Dream. But she still could have kept the pretty girl thing. Instead of, being like, oh, you not fine like me. She's like, oh, baby, you don't amount to me.
That's
cute. Yeah. I'm powerful. I'm strong. I'm stacked.
That's what I would have done. Where it's like everyone's beneath her. Not so much of like, I'm hot and you're not, but like I am on a different level than you are. Exactly. And I'm not going to lower myself to interact with you. So
I don't know what bitch told her, like, maybe you should go, like, what they was doing back in the day instead of this strong shit, because it don't work out.
Yeah. Like, anytime that, like, an interviewer would, like, try to talk to Mandy, I would have it to where she'd, like, look at them, like, give them, like a once-over, laugh, and then just walk away. Like, that's cute. You're not worth your time.
Well, she could have been on top.
Like, they really could have, because Mandy's just kind of now coming into her own in terms of talking, and I feel like that would have taken a little bit more off her.
Ooh, Tiffany, you having fun over there?
He's talking about, we're watching the Versus.
Oh. I was like, what's this music playing? Are we going to get copyrighted?
Probably.
Over there going in.
No, it's the Versus from the 420 Versus, and I didn't know it was gonna be Method Man and Redman on the 420 Versus, and I was mad because I missed it. So I went to fight, to watch it. And my husband got upset because he couldn't watch. He couldn't get the. This song is one of his favorite songs, and I had to play it so they could listen to it.
But what I would have done to build on Mandy and Sonya, that whole long-term storytelling, I would have made them tag champs at some point and do the same thing along the lines that you were saying. Have Mandy, have Sonya fight, and then Mandy pick up the win. But then the second that Sonya lose, then Mandy just be like, "Oh, bitch, what you doing? You
Yeah.
suck." And then I would have broke them up there. That's how I
Oh
feel they should have
wow.
went with that instead of leaving them, tag team titles off of them. Honestly, I would have felt that would have been a better way to boost the titles instead of having it on the Kabuki Warriors, because Kabuki Warriors was tag champs for a minute, and for a few months you ain't seen them.
Yeah. Once Asuka became Becky's main challenger, the tag titles were just accessories.
Exactly. Then you got Bliss and Cross running around with the titles, which was cool, but they could have been the transitional champions, not the champions.
Yeah.
I would have been put it on Riot Squad. Well, Riot Squad wasn't around at that time. I would have been put it on Mandy and Sonya.
Yeah. Because Riot
They
Squad
were the
broke up
ones either.
right
Right.
after that Mania, so they wouldn't have
Because
had
Ruby had to go
so.
get surgery, and Liv was in Oblivion, and Sarah was somewhere hunting down wolves and
Yeah.
shit.
Sarah was stalking her prey on main event. Liv was breaking her toes on stripper poles, and Ruby just had
Sarah
his.
Logan. I had high hopes for that girl.
I did too.
Then she just got bad. I was like, "Oh, you just don't do it no more, huh?"
Once she went to those like cargo capris, it was over.
It was that match she had with Charlotte. She couldn't throw her ass in the ring. I said, "What are you doing? Stop."
Mm-hmm. Charlotte was
People
like,
was
"I'm
like, "Oh
out
my
here in
god, I
my
can't release
favorite
that."
row."
I was like, "I can't believe they released Sarah, not Sarah." I said, "Why the fuck not? You can't believe they released her. I can." She wasn't hitting no shit for a long time. She all right. She had some few matches. She had pivotal matches. She be good.
Yeah, I feel like Sarah could have done a lot more though. I'm
She
sad she
could.
retired.
I'm not.
Damn, ruthless.
She could have did more. True enough, but like her last final days, and there's no shade to her because everybody was doing it in the company at that time. It was just stagnant. Everybody was having the same match. Some people got worse, and some people got better.
Yeah,
She's one people that got worse.
her theme song was nice.
I've never listened to it a day in my life.
It was pretty good. I'm sad they're taking it out of 2K.
Was it ever in it?
Yeah, it was in 2K20.
Oh, that's how you know
For
I don't play that girl.
for the 6 months that I played that game, I used that theme.
I undownloaded it. And it won't pop back up on my game. So
I had a Joshi tag team, and I used her theme for that because it was nice and badass. But they might leave it in. I'm not sure. Def Rebel owns it, so they might leave it in.
No, Aaliyah, that was her word. She said she was in Oblivion. That's where she was at when we didn't see her. She was in Oblivion. I don't. Look, they words,
No,
not
Leah,
mine.
give yourself dessert. You deserve that.
They words, not mine. They
No.
said she was in
Give yourself dessert.
Oblivion.
It's Kenny's birthday, so give yourself dessert.
Oh man, that time, those time periods. What a time to be alive. It makes me feel like the crowd was gone for so long.
Yeah. I miss Liv's pink hair sometimes. Not gonna lie, it was a nice look.
It was odd.
Well, you don't see her at all now, so I would imagine you miss all of her because they don't show her at all.
Mm.
It's
The
so
only
Her or
thing
Ruby.
I don't like about Liv is whenever she like sells a little too much and she starts she sounds like she's crying. That I don't like.
Well, hell, she a half pint, so
She got
fuck
it.
it,
'Cause that
I
girl
cry too.
crazy.
Shit.
That shit she did with Charlotte on that barricade, or was it with Bailey? That was wild.
Oh, when she jumped
Yeah.
steel
Yeah, when
steps.
she and hit the barricade. I said, "Damn, girl, you crazy."
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Because I know that was your spot. I know you orchestrated that shit. And Bailey was like, "Okay, well, sure, dude, we can do it."
That
I
was
wish.
stupid.
I wish. Only thing I would have to, I know I gave Paul Heyman shit back in the early pandemic days, but I have to refract my comment. His
I told
storylines,
you.
some of them were okay,
He was
but
not
his
that bad.
problem was he took too long telling the story. He would
I
run the
think
same
Paul
match back for
was
3 weeks.
scared because of the pandemic. I think that's what that was about.
He shouldn't have been scared. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But he would run the same match for 3 weeks, and it just didn't. You lose interest that way.
Well,
Yeah.
hell, they do that now.
I lose interest that way still.
At least we had the Mysterio Rollins storyline that was going, and it was interesting
That was
until
interesting until it wasn't.
it wasn't.
They
Like
had that
whipped
shit
his ass
turned
on
up.
that damn when he was locked up in them ropes, and they whipped him. I was like, oh, bitch,
That was a lot.
you gonna let him whoop your ass like that?
Mm-mm-mm. Sorry
And
to
then
that man.
Seth just left Buddy to get his ass whooped. I was like, damn, you could have helped him, you know. But I guess the Messiah don't help the disciples.
Mm. He
Oh,
leaves
Buddy
him to
Murphy. I
die.
ain't seen Buddy Murphy since he messed with Aaliyah.
The last match he had was against Cesaro.
And
And
he lost that match.
he was like, I can show you I can beat him. And Seth Rollins was like, bitch, get out of my
Get out
face.
of my face.
You
Yep.
know what you did. I remember what you did. I ain't forget. Out my face. Out my face.
Po, Buddy.
He deserves better.
He do.
Way better. But
That's
hey,
what
his
happens when you
time
mess with
ain't yet.
19-year-olds, though.
Oh my
They
God.
just fuck you over, baby. You know?
His time
She
is
didn't
coming
even
back
try to keep
around.
the storyline going. She was on the internet wishing a real boyfriend happy birthday. I was
Okay?
like, oh shit. Oh, give a
Bitch,
fuck.
lock your page. Bitch, lock your page. Shit. Wrong
Oh my
with y'all.
god.
Just like when Lana Samurai Dolph and Rusev was in
What
that
the hell is
storyline.
Sunset Boulevard songstress? What is that? I don't know what that is. I know what the Jungle Book is. Baby, you know what Sunset Boulevard is?
I'm not picking nothing because we don't have your undivided attention. So you go ahead and be free with your turn like you got to.
What the fuck is Sunset Boulevard? Is
Isn't it
that a
like
Disney thing?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to snatch out your esophagus if it is. I'm an adult.
I be forgetting. Y'all know how surprised I was when I was watching NXT last week and saw Kushida was champion.
You forgot Kushida was the
I
cruiserweight
I,
champion?
I didn't watch that day because I had so much stuff to do.
Oh.
That's the
Yeah, baby.
last thing. That was that Wednesday before they had Winter Tuesday. So I didn't watch that Wednesday because I was doing cups. I had with my cousin to do some errands, and then I came back and went to sleep. I had to wake up the next morning and get a rental car, which didn't work out. And then I was on the road, so I missed that
Oh,
whole.
you missed all that.
Yeah, I missed all that. It's a black and white movie. Ew,
Not all
black
black
and
and
white.
white movies are bad. Sunset Boulevard.
Girl, I'm a Gen Z. I don't want to see that shit.
You cannot compare Sunset Boulevard to the Jungle Book.
I don't like the Jungle Book.
How do you compare the two of them?
It's still bare necessities. Just
What about the Jungle Book matches with Sunset Boulevard?
Is she comparing them, or is she trying to figure out what to watch?
She said, "Y'all pick one."
I've heard, but I would pick that over Jungle Book.
Sunset Boulevard is about a former silent film actress who refuses to accept that her stardom is over. She hires a young screenwriter to help set up her new movie comeback, and the screenwriter believes he can manipulate her, but he soon finds out he is wrong. The screenwriter's ambivalence about their relationship and her unwillingness to let go leads to a situation of violence, madness, and death.
Well,
Okay.
Ooh, Dana and
This
Mandy
movie
had
came
nice
out in
nails.
1950.
no
So
thank
I'm not comparing them. I just want y'all to pick one so I can watch it. Bitch,
you. Girl,
I'm gonna snatch your sockets out. You done did this to yourself, okay?
I can't help you.
Go watch Something Like It Hot.
What you say, Enrique?
Oh, I
You
said
Puerto
that
Rico?
Mandy and Dana
It's
had some
hard.
nice nails.
It's had nice nails.
Yeah, they had some nice matching hot pink nails. They were cute.
Okay. That's so nice for them.
He's such an asshole. Right, that looked like one of them things from Sliver. Remember them Sliver
Mhm.
things? That don't look appetizing. I don't like that.
Mhm.
That's nasty.
Mm.
But I want everybody to go watch Mortal Kombat, especially if you like Mortal Kombat.
I'll find a way
Yes.
to bootleg it.
Such a good movie. Such a good movie.
I don't like these boots that Mandy has.
Her Nordstrom boots.
They just they don't go with her gear. They don't.
They don't.
She usually
B,
wears white boots with that pink gear, so I don't know why she put the black
I
on.
don't know why
no,
she
she
felt
normally
like she
wears
had
her
to go
gold
black.
gear. Her gold boots with this pink gear. She's never worn the white boots with this one.
Yeah, she rocked
Yes, she
high
has.
gold.
Oh, she has? Wow.
She's worn white boots
She's worn the
on
white and
SmackDown.
the high gold ones. She
Yeah,
wore
it's
both
always
of them.
the gold or the white ones. But these black boots, she wore them at Rumble and she's worn them here and there, but they just like, I don't know, they look ugly. Because they have like a weird like strap at the bottom, like where the ankle is. And it's like so unflattering.
It's like Michael Kors.
That's one of my favorite gears that she wore, though.
Me too.
Oh yeah, the gear's cute. I like this gear. I hope this makes it in the game. But
My favorite one is the red one.
nah,
Yes.
red one's a
She hasn't
little
worn
too.
that red one ever. Every time she wears her gear, it's always pink.
It's always, the
Or
last time she wore it was at the Royal Rumble, I think 2019.
The
If
red
I can
gear?
recall. Yeah.
No, 2019. No, she wore the purple and gold glittery one at Rumble
yeah,
2019.
yeah. Isn't that the one where
It
Otis
was
Carter?
No, the one where Otis Carter was the 2020 Rumble, and that was when was that?
That's
That
when
was
she wore the glitter, and that's when she wore that.
she wore that
glitter thing.
bodysuit, that one
Yeah.
piece
Yeah.
that was like had just her
2019
titties
is when she
out.
wore the red one, I think. That's
Red
when
one
she
was
had
Money
that
that
jacket.
was her Money in the Bank gear.
Oh,
And
that
that
one
one,
was
she's
nice.
worn it recently, but I don't remember the last time she wore it. I think it was before Mania. But it's all right. I don't like it as much. It's because it's not as blinged out, I think.
The red looks good on her, though.
It does.
Very flattering.
But
I
she
wish
needs
Y'all
she
need
was
to
the
be
body suit before.
quiet. Child, Kung Lao was doing something to me in that movie.
One
You
doing
and
nothing to me.
Don. Don don't like this version of Kung Lao. I do. I think he was cute, but I
Are
knew
you
Don
right?
wouldn't like him.
Okay, so that Royal Rumble, she wore black and gold.
I knew he was not
Yeah,
gonna
that
be
was funny.
attracted to him like that. So,
I'm mad because they killed my man. Why the fuck? Bitch, your sorcerer thirsty soul ass. What?
ooh, Rush Hour 2 is good. That's a good movie.
Slap the fuck out that man.
I like Kung Lao in this movie. He was a monster.
He dead now.
He might
Shit.
not be dead. He might come back.
When? Movie
It don't
3?
take much. Go to Nether Realm and they bring your ass back.
Damn. I'm like, how the hell?
He not dead. I mean, he not in hell. So
But you know what? I was happy about Kano, even though he switched sides. Kano
Kano
delivered.
got his in the end,
He
and
did.
Sonya got her mark. So
But Kano, that was funny. He was like,
he was hilarious.
he said, please unhand me. He said, unleash me. He was like, just sit right there. He said, actually, I thought I was going to get a straw for a second. Funny asshole.
He was standing there. Kung Lao shot the fireball at him. He said, "Fuck the tournament. Am I gonna get superpowers? What is happening?" I started cracking up.
He was the best part of the first
He
half
was
of the movie.
hilarious.
I'll watch it for my girl Natara.
Oh, you
Well,
be
you ain't gonna see
pretty
much of her.
upset because you ain't gonna see nothing but talking.
Let's just say she there. It's gonna be multiples of her. Let's put it that way.
That's
You'll see a
Okay,
lot of
Enrique
her.
already spoiled it for me. I didn't even
Mhm.
know Natara was in it. He just said the way Kung Lao killed Natara, and I was like, "Damn, she in this?"
yeah, she in it for
It's
you.
the way she died. That's the best part.
That's the best part. I said you better do it. Come on. Yes.
It was awesome. I loved it.
You better kill that bitch.
Period.
It was good though. And then Jax, he was like, yeah, these motherfuckers work.
Right.
I said, damn right they do. Okay.
But before you had some damn baby arms.
Okay, I was looking. I said, this shit making me uncomfortable. I understand it's supposed to be like, an upgrade, but this shit ain't much of an upgrade to me.
Period.
These scrawny baby
Ooh,
arms.
Dana wore this gear. Okay.
Oh no. I'm not finna watch a grown man eat egg yolk. I'm not finna do that.
Ew.
That's
I did that
disgusting.
one.
Not egg yolk. I really wonder, can Dana just not afford knee pads? Is that what's happening?
She doesn't. Well, I don't think she likes them.
Well, she should invest in them because I'm tired of seeing her damn knees just out like that. It looks so weird when they post like the digitals whenever she's in there, because then like you just look at her knees and like her stockings are just all scrunched up.
It used to bother me when she had them bodysuits, them Levi's on.
Mm.
I said, girl, what? Do you care?
Them bodysuits that she used to have were cute though.
They was cute for, hookers. Them hooker bodysuits she had.
Mm. The ones that were cute were the ones that made it into 2K. I like this pink gear that Dana has though. I think this is one of her better gears. Looks nice. It's a nice color.
He said I got a laser beam. It's better than a fireball pussy.
That was. He went in. He was killing their ass.
I'm looking through the pictures I kept on my iCloud at 13. I'm just slowly deleting everything. Oh
Don't
wow.
delete their memories. I wish we would have kept my pictures. Well, no, I don't. I lost my iPod, so.
Sub-Zero was op in this movie.
He was. Oh, punk ass. Could have murked that bitch.
What kind of creepy shit is Alexa Bliss trying to do? Fucking.
I don't know, but I want her to put that big blonde horsey in the stable. And put the rest of them up. Go ahead and put that last one up in That girl's on her way to being a legend. Who's switching characters like that? I just said not pictures of me. They're just old memes and things I was obsessed with. Girl, let me tell you, I had kept this SpongeBob meme in my phone for so long. The one when they said when Squidward said he was claustrophobic, and Patrick said ho ho ho. Times get rough. I go and look at that from
I
time to
never.
time. Shit was hilarious. I think they were stuck in
That's so funny, actually.
they were stuck in a time capsule. And he was like, "Oh my
Oh, I
god, I'm
remember that.
claustrophobic." Patrick was like, "Ho ho ho."
I haven't seen SpongeBob.
Is she gonna wrestle, or are we
Anywhere
just
in
gonna
here.
keep getting little clips of her?
We're gonna keep getting clips until they find something for her to do.
Okay, man.
Someone for her to fuck up. Most likely it'll be Rhea or something. I
It's
don't
a bunch of people for her to fuck up. Shit.
Imagine if
know.
they have Rhea drop the title to Bliss and Bliss squashes Rhea.
You know the whole world would have a damn fit if Rhea Ripley dropped that title to Alexa Bliss.
Okay. Things like not
A
again.
whole
Not this
fit.
bitch.
But you know who would rejoice? Those diva stands.
Oh God.
They starting to not like Bliss either.
Yeah, who for some reason think that Rhea is a horrible promo person now.
Because of one promo?
Yeah, because apparently her promos have been too scripted, so now she's quote unquote always struggled with promos.
Child, she needs to get chemistry with the people.
I don't think she struggled with promos. She did fine in NXT.
Yeah. I think Rhea's a good mic worker, especially with that thing that she did with Tegan Knox. After Tegan broke her leg again, and she like made her Instagram or her social media like profile picture Tegan with her leg broken.
That's fucked up.
She went as Tegan for Halloween.
Hell no, she did not.
She did. Do you not know this, Tess?
No, because I don't follow these people's Instagram accounts.
I'll score I'll score her Instagram and find it.
Cause when I get done doing these commentaries and shit, I turn this shit off. I don't care.
Here, I'll send it to the chat.
I did not know that.
Because this was a while ago. This was in 2018.
I definitely on Rhea Jock in 2018.
Yeah. I wasn't even. I don't even think I was watching. Was I watching NXT in 2018?
This was the second Mae Young Classic, so that's when I got back into wrestling.
Oh no, I wasn't. I didn't watch either one of the classics.
That's before she got pulled over to the main roster. I knew who she
Yeah,
was,
this
but I wasn't checking for her.
Yeah,
I wasn't watching the roster. I wasn't watching the Mae Young Classics at all. I didn't watch either one of them.
I didn't watch the first one, but I watched the second one.
I was hesitant to watch NXT, to be honest, because I knew that when they brought certain people over from NXT, I was going to have certain expectations, and sometimes they wouldn't meet them. So I steered clear of NXT for that reason, and then I started watching it because my husband makes me watch it. So.
Yeah. How did I get into it?
It's just freaking.
I got into it because I was looking. I had saw them sign people, so I'm thinking, oh, maybe they get signed, they be on TV. No, you gotta wait. So I was watching. I watched around the time Oscar had came in because I was just dead set against her watching Bayley. I was just not doing it. So that was around like when Alexa and Carmella had came in. That's when I had started watching.
Oh, I wasn't watching it.
And then
I didn't even know who the fuck Carmella was. I was like, who is this?
I knew who she was.
Who's this burnt orange looking bitch?
I knew who Carmella was.
Who the fuck is this?
I knew
this
who
poser ass bitch. Who is
Alexa
this?
was. I knew who those two were. Who else came up at that time? It was Alexa, Carmella, Eva Marie. I knew who those people were.
Not Eva Marie.
Oh,
I liked Eva Marie.
Yeah, we know.
I was transformed. I was in the trance, okay? Let's just say
still are.
You were captivated by Miss.
I mean, still is.
Parker Bordeaux, so
he
I
still is.
She
Anybody
might be delivering something. We have to.
First thing he say, "Don't do my bitch. Don't do my bitch." That's
we just have to wait and see what she comes back with. If she come back on that bullshit still,
is she even coming
I'm gonna
back?
shut my ass up.
I feel like
she's coming back.
These rumors have been circulating since when? Since Rumble? Like,
Yeah, she coming back. We don't know
She
when.
been backstage this whole time.
She on her way. She working with what's his name? The little Brock Lesnar dude.
Parker Bordeaux.
Yeah, she working with him, training with him.
Little Brock Lesnar.
They work out together. They
Mini
train
Lego head?
together. Huh?
Mini Lego head, yes.
Yes. Yes. So whenever they come back,
Mini lad, if
I
you
would
will.
think they show up on NXT at some point, but I don't know.
Oh, do you think
I
there'll be
don't
like
know.
a stable?
I don't know. Don't get me lying. I don't go search for rumors because I'd rather be surprised when I see it. But
I
when
have
I
to
had
agree.
I had saw a War Raiders match. Now the Viking Raiders, but they used to be called the War Raiders. And I had saw Ivar, big ass dude, a backflip. I said, "Ooh."
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I said, "Wait a minute now." I'm like, two plus two equal 4. How he do that?
His big ass ain't supposed to be doing that.
He did a front flip, back flip, cartwheel. They
His
said he the
cartwheels
high
need some
flyer of
work
the group.
though.
I said high flyer.
That's a big ass high flyer.
Okay, I said how the hell he doing high flying? Then
Yes, sir.
I tune in and out, and then I see Donovan Dijakovic
Mm.
and Keith Lee.
Oh, they
Put
used to
on
put on
classic
classics.
matches.
They did.
To be big
Oh,
guys, tall
it
dudes.
was so dope.
They put on great matches,
They
5-star
was
matches.
battling.
I would go back. Oh, I used to go back and watch that fucking match when we had the WWE Network. And now I don't want to find that bitch because I don't know what the fuck where it's at.
Yeah, I started watching NXT like I think towards the end of Asuka's time there.
Mm-hmm.
So around December is when I started like tuning in like regularly.
You got
But-
One Direction memes in your phone?
Girl,
You poor unfortunate soul.
you were a directioner, Leah.
Never directional.
Mm-mm. I didn't like One Direction.
Me either.
I thought they was highly overrated.
I mean, they sound better apart now. I like Zayn.
I prefer Zayn and Harry Styles. But Harry's okay.
Harry's pretty decent. He's not terrible.
All right.
I said, okay, now he's doing a little something.
Zayn Malik got that heavy R&B pop feel to his music.
Mm-hmm.
I like his music.
Although I don't like him because he released a 27-track album.
Oh, child, that's not listening to that shit.
I saw that and I was like, he didn't even promote it or nothing. I think he promoted it the day it dropped and then just didn't say anything since.
Oh, he pulled a Chris Brown on us.
I was
Okay.
like 27 tracks? I was like,
Get
no,
the
thank
fuck
you.
out of here.
I was like, no, thank you. I'm good.
Chris Brown got 3 albums with like 42 tracks on it.
And I ain't listening to one of them.
I still haven't listened to all 3 of them albums.
Does Chris Brown even like change up his sound?
No.
No, Chris Brown's sound is his sound. It is. That is exactly what you get. You get Chris. If you asking for Chris Brown, oh, you gonna get Chris Brown, and it's 42 songs
that sound
with that sound, that vibe to it. That's how it is.
Ugh.
God forbid you go on Twitter and he read it. Oh, he in his feelings now.
He can be in his feelings, but that's true. It's like you know how like, well, if you don't know, like Janae probably would know better, but when artists make music, they'll make up to 15 to 30 songs. That's why it takes like 3 to 6 months to do an album, right?
Right, and the quarter of it only.
All of them songs are recorded. All of them songs are in the archive. The masters are sitting there. So the engineer has to rework the songs to make them up the sound so the treble can come up, or they need to pull the vocals up or whatever. Once that's done, then they have to go through the process of picking the songs to go on the album. Yeah. And that's where the length come in. So I think what Chris did, because he has a studio in his house.
And
he makes his own stuff. He usually produces his own music, or he'll go and have somebody else write for him. Like he likes Sean Garrett. He really Tank writes a lot of his stuff. Ryan Leslie writes for him sometimes. There's a lot of artists that use pretty much the same writers. Like, what's his name? I can't stand this nigga. What the fuck is his name? What's the nigga name, Jared? The one that sing falsetto. What the fuck is his
The
name?
Dream. You don't like the
The
Dream?
Dream. I can't stand the fucking Dream.
I love
Okay.
the Dream as an
I
artist.
like
As
the
a
way he
person, yeah,
write, but
she is.
I don't want him to sing no music. Don't stop doing
What?
it.
I love him singing.
Two
No,
sets,
I
stay
be
in
having
your
a whole
lane.
little boy band in my head.
no, don't do that. No,
Yes, I love the Dream.
I don't like Dream. Sound like a little kid, and I know it's supposed to be a falsetto, but even when he not singing falsetto, he sound like a little kid.
You think everybody
It's a
sound
turn
like
off for me. I don't like that. So when the dream write for a lot of people, he wrote for Chris Brown before too. So I'm
he
saying
wrote
like,
single ladies.
yeah, and what happens is they'll record all this music and it'll be sitting there. So I think what Chris did is he had songs in the archives and he just dumped the files and was like, we're gonna put all this shit on this album. And that's what he
And
did.
it don't help that he got his own record label now, so he probably on there
Correct.
himself.
So he can pretty much
Do
he
whatever
can
the fuck he
control
want.
when his music come out, how it come out, and what goes on what album. Because the record label will tell you to keep your album down to a minimum, or you would have to make it a double album.
I don't see
They
what's
don't
wrong with
do
a
that.
two-part album.
Let's
I
just
used to
have like
love double albums.
Me too.
Oh, like Outkast had a double album where Speaker Box and The Love Below. That shit is classic.
Usher had a double album, Usher versus Raymond.
Yes,
That
I
was
love the
bomb.
Usher versus Raymond album.
That was good. People ain't doing it no more. That's the issue. Let's talk about it.
Now
It's
because
not
y'all
the
always want
time.
to listen to bitches like motherfucking that hoe they take whole baths all day. What the fuck is her name?
Whole baths. Kaylani.
No, Kaylani takes
Oh, my
showers.
bad. Well, now she
No,
do. You
the
talking
other
about Summer
girl, the
Walker?
one that's with London on the track.
Summer Walker?
That's her name.
I don't like Summer like that. I mean,
The
she
one that be talking
cool
about she antisocial and she be on the
on the
internet twerking.
Instagram for twerking and on the stripper pole, bitch.
Yeah.
So
Or you be at the
antisocial.
club and you be twerking at the club, but you antisocial with your fans. I don't understand that. I don't get it. You can't be antisocial one minute and then not antisocial the other. Because you're
I
still in a
don't.
public setting around people you don't know. I
I
mean, I'm
don't
just
really.
saying.
I don't care for Summer. She got good songs. I won't. I like some of her music. I don't. She ain't really it for me. She don't got that it factor. I like artists who change up their style. I don't want the same thing every album. Like Miguel, I love Miguel.
Oh,
None of
Miguel's
his albums
good.
sound the same. None of them.
They do.
All of them are different. His first album does not sound like his third album.
No, it don't. But they have a similar
They got a
vein.
similar style,
Yeah.
but
But the sound
the
has
sound is
evolved.
exactly.
Jasmine
Um,
Sullivan's sound has changed.
it
I
has.
like Jasmine. When she went from her first album to her second and her first album had a similar sound. When you
Mhm.
got to the third, I like the third one and I like this one. I was like, these last two albums are really, really good. Some of my favorite songs are on her albums.
Right.
Um, I like Ari Lennox, but I gotta be in the mood to listen to Ari Lennox.
Yeah, you gotta. That's what you play incense on. Your candles lit.
You
Your candle mask going. You
gotta be
say,
on some
"Hey
Erica
Siri,
Badu
turn
shit.
on Shea Butter Baby by Ari Lennox. Play that album.
Yeah.
Ari will get you together. I love Ari. Um,
I like Ari Lennox and I like Janae Aiko too, but sometimes
yeah, I said this about Janae. She sticks to her same sound. True enough. I know I show people who don't change their sound up, but that works for her. But when she steps on other tracks, she can be multifaceted.
yeah.
Because I remember when I wasn't really hip to her. It was like she on supposed to be. I said supposed to be. What's she gonna say? Then she got on there
She's
and
got the
snapped.
most
She had the
classic
best verse
line.
on there. I said okay. I was like she
Everybody
ain't
talking about
trash.
eating the booty like groceries. I'm like, who booty got groceries in it? What the
And
fuck?
and then she did the My Type remix. It was like Janae is that girl. She can
Yeah,
switch it
and
up.
I
She
like
gonna
that.
give you stick to her sound, but she gonna give you something different.
Yeah.
I know Tiff can't stand this girl, but I love Tinashe.
No,
Ooh, I love Tinashe.
no, thank you.
Yes, her last album was great.
I'll admit Tinashe done been railroaded, but
Yes, she has. And
I don't
people,
like Tinashe, so
that's what I
I
hate
don't
too.
care.
People like, oh, she flopped. I'm like, do you know why her stuff dropped? They're like,
She
oh, people just
did
like,
something. They made sure it did.
yeah.
That's what happened.
They made sure, because it's like, she had a great start. I'm like, y'all cannot tell me that somebody who dropped the album and came out on 67 out of 100 is a bad artist. Like, you cannot tell me that. That girl worked hard, day in, day out, make her own shit, got her own creative ideas. But when y'all stop supporting people, the label look at them like, well, we reading on social media and they ain't really fucking with you too well.
If they did, other people would be popping too. They don't care about social media. They only care about sales.
And that's why a lot of people go independent. Because
Which
they're
to me is
tripping.
smart. I mean,
Yeah, at this point, some people need labels, some people don't.
Yeah.
Independent is really, it's a better way. When you know what you want to do,
you
and
can control your own narrative. You already got
yeah,
a fan base. So
like
just cater to
Cupcake.
those who listen to you and leave it at that.
Yeah.
Cupcake does independent, but she gets hit up by labels all the time. They was like, "Oh, we'll fly you in, do a couple songs." She like, "Okay,"
Yeah.
and
Independent
she
is
used
good
them.
if you've already got like a nice core fan base.
Yeah, which she does.
Yeah, she does.
But yeah,
Cupcake has
it
the
was wild.
slurpers by her side.
The
Oh
what?
God.
The Slurpers.
That's what she calls her fans, the slurpers.
Oh shit! I didn't know I was a slurper.
Yeah, you did.
Jesus
You're a
Christ.
slurper.
I mean, hey, if the shoe
Don is
fits,
a
wear it.
slurper.
Wear it
The
proudly.
shoe fits very well, so I'm gonna wear up to them bitches bust open.
Gross.
Um, but yeah, I don't understand. People like, oh, it's like, oh, I love Kalani, I love Summer Walker. I'm like, what about Tinashe? They're like, ooh, no, I don't like her. I'm like, but you like the same two people that got the same sound.
It's only certain songs by Kaylani I like.
I like
I'm not a
Kalani.
big Kaylani fan like that.
I hate the club. Yes, I hate the fucking club. Don't take me out. Please
You
don't.
ignorant.
I will go out and I have a good time for like 2-3 hours. After that, my social media runs flat, and I'm ready to go home.
I don't like going to the club either.
My social media does not stand that long.
I'd rather just chill with some people that I like.
Okay, come on, let's go to the
And just
club.
fuck up some shit,
Cause if they
and then
tell
be
me I can't
done.
get in because I don't look good enough, and I'm with my friends, y'all get in, I'm gonna be upset, and I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna
I
turn
go
that
home. I
ass
don't have no
around.
problem with not getting in. And like, no, you're not meant for
You
this
don't fit the
club.
bill. Ooh,
All
all right,
right,
bye.
but
See y'all.
you
You not
are a
coming
ride.
in?
They said
No,
I
I'm
can't
not.
get in, so my car is going this way. If you need a ride, bitch, call an Uber. I'm not waiting for
Okay,
you. All right.
we'll split it.
Should have drove your
But I'm
own
I'm about
car.
I'm going home because I'm not doing that. You're not gonna pay to get in? Why the fuck for when y'all just got in for free? Bitch, do I look stupid? I gotta pay to get in and pay for drinks? That wasn't
Absolutely
part of the
not.
plan. We was planning on getting in for free. Nope.
Period.
Uh-uh.
I will not be doing that. No.
Nope. 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 One person I just don't like at all, no matter what kind of sound they have, is Flo Rida.
Why you like Flo Rida?
What's she making music for? What are you doing?
I
Yeah,
like Flo Rida. He's cool.
please, just move, 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 move. You're in the way. Move.
He did
What
have a
are you
nice
Yo.
doing?
voice.
I like about 2, 3 of his songs. Not gonna lie, but I just don't like him. Like I don't like Ella Mai either. That bitch can go back to where
You
she
like
came from
LMI? Why?
because she's a fucking bitch.
Why are you
Oh,
saying that? Like,
But she
what proof do you have that she's a bitch?
okay. So let's take it back. Was it
If you finna say
2019.
something about Jacquees, I'm gonna bust you in your throat.
I don't like Jacquees either. You can kiss my ass,
I
but
don't
that's
like
where it
fucking
came from.
Jacquees.
I don't
Take
like
it
either
back.
one of them. Because the fact is, it's like, she's like, oh, I didn't know. She's like, oh, I didn't know that he, put out a song, a remix to my song. Okay, it's not me saying that, take it down. It's my label. But then you go take it a step further and trash this man.
The song
Get to
was
the award
trash.
show.
I'd have trashed him too.
Get to the award show. Trash him on TV. And then tomorrow, oh,
Why?
I don't know
Why
him
she
like you
can't do
don't know
that?
him. Huh?
Why she can't do that?
What's the point?
Oh, it's a big point. I'll
It's
tell you
not a
why.
point.
Okay, so you go and you make a song and you worked hard on your music. When's the last time Jacquees had a song of his own that he actually made from start to finish and put out?
Girl, I don't know. I don't listen to that man.
That's what I'm saying. So I'd have blasted his ass too. Fuck him. Shit. He
But
making his whole living off of covering other people's shit.
but why not get on that? I was like, okay, well, you want to do a remix something? Let's do a remix. Let's copyright it.
No, because he ain't asked. The motherfucker just went and did the shit.
You ain't gotta ask, girl. When you see money, that's when you hop on that shit. Fuck.
Okay. Remember that.
See money, that's when you hop on. I mean, I'm not gonna be in a recording on this anytime
Ouch.
soon, but it is in the plans.
Boy.
I'm still trying to find 2 other people. I told
For
them
what?
I sing in the tone of T-Boz.
You don't sing in no tone.
Yes, I do. T-Boz, Tony Braxton,
Sir.
we get popping up in these streets.
Sir.
Now, dancing might be a little shaky. We might have to need a good choreographer because I can't
Die.
dance that
Did
damn
you
well.
just hear yourself sing happy birthday to Kenny?
Yes, in one of my character voices.
Not the
Boy.
This ain't musical theater. There are no character voices
Facts.
here.
Get him, Rico.
It is whatever I say it is.
You
can
can't
kick my
just
ass.
change the rules when it's necessary for you. You can't just do
Yes,
that.
you can. You can change the rules, whatever.
The lies you tell. The
White
lies
people do
you
it all the
tell.
time. Why can't I do it?
Y'all smell
Because
that?
you trying to switch up the tempo to fit your narrative, and it's some bullshit.
No.
That's what white
Y'all
people
smell
do.
that? Smells like some bullshit.
Period.
Anyways,
You got brown eyes?
Y'all so garbage.
You got brown eyes?
I can sing. Y'all can try me like this. Y'all hear me sing emotions. That's what y'all need to do.
Oh,
You got
hell
brown
no.
eyes?
That's
'Cause if you
when
do,
we
it's
get
gonna be
together,
full
we
of
just go to
shit.
karaoke, and I'm gonna show y'all bitches. I'm gonna show y'all how a bitch go down the slide. Y'all trying it.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to show you how a bitch go down.
I'm gonna show y'all how a bitch go down the slide.
Over it.
All I need is 2 other people.
To do
I'll
what? To
sing
balance you
backup. I
out?
don't need to be lead singer now. I just want to make it. Now we get to a point where you think you big badass and all that. I will check you, and don't forget that. Okay.
Ain't nobody finna be in no singing group with you, Don, because you can't sing.
I can sing.
No, you cannot.
Yes, I can.
You can't sing.
Yes, I can. They say I sound like Whitney Houston before the crack.
You have got to be kidding me.
Leave Whitney out of this. The woman ain't even allowed to defend herself.
No, I don't.
You know
I don't
you
sound
ain't
like
shit.
Whitney. But I do. I do a little singing. I can sing a little something. I ain't no singer.
Leave her rendition of Jesus Loves Me out of this.
But I can hold a note.
The note is off. It is always flat.
It is not always.
It is. It was
Depends
flat
on the
just
song. I'm not
earlier.
gonna go out here and try to sing Patti LaBelle.
You should have seen nothing.
I can sing.
You know what? He'll sing all the right notes, just not in the right order or the proper key.
Y'all can go to hell. How about that? Hell in jail, because y'all trying it.
That made no damn sense.
I can sing. I'm in this thing.
Okay. You fixing
Now,
to
dancing a
sing.
little shaky. I do have experience dancing. I was on a Mariah Carey fantasy tour. I was one of the sailors.
The fantasy is what you was.
Can you point
In a
your toes
fantasy.
Huh?
Can you point your toes, son?
They weren't pointing toes back on the fantasy tour. I'm tripping. All I did was, hip thrust, turn, swing my foot and turn, wiggle,
Girl, then you're not
wiggle,
a
turn.
dancer. Real dancers point their toes.
Did I say I said I can do a little something, something? I ain't say I was a real dancer.
Ooh, that's hateful.
I said I can do a something, something. I ain't no dancer. I will dance my ass off and just dance though. I play to win that game. You ain't gonna beat my ass in that. I'll tell you that. That I do play to win. I will beat your ass in just dance. Dance or not.
I like Just Dance.
Just Dance was fun.
I got on my Xbox.
I remember my parents got me one video game for the Xbox. It was the Xbox Kinect, and I forgot it was kind of like Just Dance, but not really. I forgot what it was called, but it was all hip hop and R&B music.
Hip Hop Revolution.
Yeah, that's
that ghetto shit.
I loved it.
Why was it ghetto?
Because it was, Tiffany. That game was ghetto.
It's terrible.
They had some good
I like the
dances in
game.
there.
There's some good dances on there, but that game.
I always got into the moderate version, and I would tear up. My parents got it for me because they were like, "This is gonna be good for your ADHD."
I like the other game they had. What's that damn game? I can't fucking remember. It was dance something. It'll come to me at a later date. But I used to kill on that game too. They were like, you can't dance right. I remember my ex-husband. He was like, "You really playing this game?" I said, "Yes." I said, "You really doing this dance?" I said, "Yes, I'll play to win." It was California Girls.
I remember.
He said, "You really doing this dance?" I said, "Yes, I play to win." Come on now. And I had the top score. I had the high score. Couldn't nobody beat it. To this day, can't nobody beat that score because I still hold the top score.
Yeah, I remember with Hip Hop Revolution, my favorite tracks were Return of the Mac. And what was that one?
He said it's a dance revolution.
Girl, no, I can't do no dance. Did I just tell you I'm not no dancer? I can't do no
No,
dance.
the game.
I know.
Wasn't
that
that
was
the
a whole
one
lot
with
of steps. I'm not that coordinator.
I used to play Dance Revolution. It wasn't that bad.
I need a visual. I can't be doing steps because I can't keep up that fast.
Dance Revolution had a person doing the steps, and then they had the things on the side.
They had the arrows.
Yeah. But it was a person dancing in front of you. You could see him.
Was they doing the same dance?
Yeah.
I was like 12, girl. I don't.
Dance Revolution. It was like you press the arrows, and the person on the screen danced, but you weren't the one dancing.
No, that wasn't. That wasn't my game. But that's not the game I'm talking about either. I'm about to look it up. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
She said she played Dance Central.
Yes, Dance Central.
That's what it was. I had that game too. Well,
yes,
I
killed that damn.
Well, Brandy said
it. My cousins had Dance Central.
We played Dance Revolution because it was at the arcade. You go to the arcade, they had the big Dance Revolution machine.
Yeah, you didn't get no tickets for that shit either. Oh. Like I said,
you did get tickets.
How many tickets?
You go to the skating rink and you play Dance Revolution. You get a lot of tickets for playing, but you had to do damn near perfect.
That must have been Ohio because they didn't do that shit in Chicago. He was not getting no tickets for enjoying yourself.
They didn't give you no tickets for that game, and when you went to the skating rink. Girl, you go to the skating rink, the Dance Revolution game, big one, where they had the floor mat with the arrows on it.
Mm-hmm.
It was the big metal one. They had the bar behind you. You could kind of hold on to it to do some of the moves and stuff. It gave out tickets when you won the game, but you had to be damn near perfect to get a lot of tickets. I used to play skee ball a lot anyway.
I used to get that game. That was my shit. The jump rope.
I used to just play skee ball until I got all the tickets I wanted.
Charles, this game and Dave and Buster's The Big Fish. That's the first game I go to because I'm gonna get this real easy 80 tickets real quick. I just look up and I get about 500. I said, "Oh, look at that." What a good stand
Look
that
at
was.
God.
Beautiful.
I've never played any games at Dave and Buster's. The last time I went to Dave and Buster's, I took my niece and nephews there, and I was trying to eat.
I've
Girl,
never
Dave and Buster's is like
been
a
to
kiddie
Dave and
casino. You
Buster's.
get stuck there all day.
Cause that's a lot of money. Them kids went and spent $25 on that car in 5 minutes. They came back. We need more money. I said, from who?
I never went to Dave and
depends.
Buster's, so
Dave and Buster's
I
so
don't know
much
what they
fun.
have there.
Like my cousin, he had to get like 200 and something points on there, but he want to play card games. I said, "You playing to have fun, or you playing to win? What are you doing?" He said, "I just want to drive Mario Karts." I said, "Boy, we about to get these tickets, get some prizes, and we gonna be on our way." We
But
ain't
every
here to
time
get
we go, my
bullshit.
husband gets me. They had these Rick and Morty dolls there, and I have a Mr. Meeseeks and I have a Rick. And he was supposed to get me the pickle Rick, but somebody took it before he can get it. So every time he goes to Dave and Buster's, he brings me another one of those Rick and Morty dolls.
It's
He's a
fun.
sweet man.
I want to do that for my birthday, but I keep getting stood up for my birthday, so I'm just gonna sit it out.
Who stood you up for your birthday?
Everybody,
Wow.
the friends that
He's
was
so
not my friends at
upset.
that time, they can go to
Oh
hell.
Lord,
For my past birthday, I just went to Build-A-Bear.
I've
I
never
never
been
had a
there.
Build-A-Bear, never
I'd
wanted
never been
one.
there either, and I was like, you know what? I got money. I'm like, I want to go to Build-A-Bear for my 18th birthday.
I've
And
never been to
I
Build-A-Bear.
hated it though, because my the lady who was stuffing the bear, she was like, oh, because my friends didn't let me go anywhere without telling people it was my birthday. So they told the lady, and she's like, oh, how old are you turning? And I had to tell the entire store I was turning 18.
Oh hell no! I
I'm
was
I
like,
got a
like,
Pikachu.
yeah,
I go out. I get like 2 drinks. They said, "Let me see your ID, cause you getting a lot of drinks. Here you go. Boom, 22.
mind your business. Mind your
Now run that
business.
drink too often. Like I
Period.
said, I'm trying to get lit up in this bitch.
Yeah.
Hurry up before I
Okay.
add another.
I will say, when it comes to Build-A-Bear, it's kind of funny when you walk in and you like have to pick out like what stuffed animal you want because they don't have anything in them. And I got a Pikachu, and like the tail is like stitched to the back, so it's kind of like a handlebar. And I just picked it up, and it's all limp. And I looked at it, and I was like, you know what? I'll take it like this. And
No
I
way.
held it to my friends, and I was like, look, it's a Skinwalker.
What is wrong with you?
Girl, I don't know at this point, but they didn't let me leave the
What a
store without
weirdo.
stuff. So they were like, no, you're gonna stuff that thing. They're like, we don't want you walking around with a limp ass Pikachu, carrying it like a handbag.
No.
Okay.
Fucking weirdo. Just weird. It's weird for no reason.
Ooh. Let's see.
I may be weird, but at least I'm entertaining.
True. I'll give you that.
Did I do anything at 18? What I do 18? 18? I ain't do nothing. I ain't did nothing since I've been down here.
It was like, did I do something at 18? I ain't do nothing. I didn't do shit.
I ain't did nothing since I've been down here, and I ain't mad at it. Like, I had plans last year, but my friend ended up getting sick. He caught the COVID.
Yeah.
I said, oh, you nasty bitch. So
What is wrong with you?
He caught because he ain't say nothing like he was. I was like, what the fuck happened to you? He was like, I was dying. I said, you was dying, bitch. You told me you had an eye infection. He said, yeah, that led to COVID. I said, COVID? Ugh. You okay?
Done.
I mean, of course he's okay now. That was like, because his birthday's the day after mine, so he was going to do something together.
He straight up went, ugh. Like,
He was like, I'm glad I didn't tell you when I did. I said, I'm
period.
because I wouldn't have answered. I would have hung up that phone. I don't think that shit transferring over here. I don't know how that thing spreads.
You a piece of shit.
That
You
thing
are
probably going from virus to virus, phone to phone. I said, I'm going to call you back in 13 days.
piece of shit.
Ain't nobody in the
Just,
Really? You had 7 or 8 Build-A-Bears? Lucky bitch.
7 or 8.
7 or 8.
Okay, big money things.
Okay, girl. We could never afford Build-A-Bear.
hell no, I couldn't afford Build-A-Bear. We got our
I
bears
had to
from
go when
the
I was a full
dollar
grown adult
store.
Okay.
Okay.
on my own.
Walgreens
Target.
is where you get your bears from.
Walmart.
They do the
Girl.
same thing. You want a chip stuffed
Bitch,
in it?
back in my day, it was Sears. Okay.
Girl, I had 3
Sears
stuffed
and J.C.
animals growing
Penney.
up. I had 3 stuffed animals. I had one that I brought here from El Salvador that was like a stuffed crocodile. I had one that my late grandmother gifted me, and then I had, I think, like an old frog that my sister gave to me when she moved out. That's it.
I have a couple bears, and most of them came from my husband. I have this massive Winnie the Pooh bear that he bought me for my birthday one year. And then he bought me a Valentine's Day dog, his little puppy. And that's it. And I had my sister once gave me a talking Winnie the Pooh bear for my birthday. And I remember because it has this weird ass talking thing in it, and it just goes, "Hello, Tiffany." It never says my name right.
So
And it's
good.
like a fucking demon. And I took the batteries out because at
You
night,
got a Teddy Ruxpin?
at night it would say, "I love you, Tiffany." It always drops after Tiffany, and I just be like, "Why the fuck?" I'm like, "You a demon." I'm taking the batteries out. You know how? No.
My
Oh my
parents
God,
gave
I'm
my baby sister a life-size Barbie once, and that shit was always like positioned in the living room. So whenever I went to go to the bathroom at night, it would just stare at me, and I was like, "Someone needs to cover this thing up."
I wanted one of them Barbies so bad.
They stare into your soul, and their eyes follow you, and I don't appreciate it.
When I was a kid, I was into Trolls, and my dad, he would leave work sometimes, and Trolls was like 50 cents to $1. So he would leave work and he would pick me up 2 Trolls. And I had a massive collection of Trolls. And for Christmas, he bought me a life-size version of a troll. It was huge. I was a big kid, but it was bigger than me. And at night, its eyes glowed in the dark. And my sister was freaked out. She hated it. She was like, "No, I'm not going to sleep with this damn troll in here." She was very upset. So my father made me put him in the closet. And I ain't like it because I'm like, he don't like being in the closet. He was like, well, he gonna like being in there today.
You don't like
I'm
being
like,
in the closet.
he don't like being in the closet. So when my sister would be a bitch to me, I would position him in the closet so that we slept in bunk beds. So at night, her head would face the closet. And when she would look up, she would freak out. I would have the closet doors cracked. So it would only see his eyes. And it freaked her out. She would run out the room screaming. Best days ever. I'd be like, "Stop being a bitch, and Frankie won't look at you like that." And she was like, just close the closet. No, he don't like being in the closet by himself. So she get upset. She tried to cut his hair off one day because she was cruel. If me and her would get into a fight, I had hella Barbies. One thing about my dad, I always had Barbies. I always had something that I liked. He would latch on to it and I would get it. In small increments, I would get stuff like that. She knew I had a lot of Barbies. So she melted them. She would take them and like put them in a pot on a stove. And if we got into a fight, she would burn them on the stove. I beat her ass one day because she took my favorite doll. It was the only black Barbie I had. All my other Barbies was white. My dad bought me the first black Barbie dolls that came out, and it was not cheap. And she took my doll and she melted it. I beat her ass.
As you should have.
I was like, "This is my only black Barbie. I bet you won't leave the closet door open now." Me and her was fighting. I was like, "This is my favorite doll. This is the only black doll. They don't make black dolls. I don't care." I was like, "Okay, we finna fight today, bitch. Cause yo ass, this is my only black doll. This is my only one. It's the only girl I can curl her hair and it look pretty. And your ass is fucking with my shit. You messing with my salon. I don't like it."
You fucking with my money. And when you fuck with my money, I gotta fuck you up.
I had my white dolls had grease in it. You know that Bergamont's hair grease?
She tried to lick
They had hair grease. I put hair grease in them. They used to have it. You know how we used to wear bobos in our hair when we was little? All my dolls had their hair done. I used to tear some shit up when I was a kid.
Yeah. My sister had like a shit ton of Barbies, but she would always like break them. Like she'd shave their heads, rip off. Well, she'd rip off the heads too. She'd like break their legs off. She was weird when
Yeah,
she
my
was
sister
younger.
was trying to get this girl a haircut. I said, what you doing? So
My
you gonna
sister
have a
did that at
haircut?
school once. She put
I
gum in a
said,
girl's pigtail and then cut it off.
okay.
Oh, what kind of goddamn demons? What the hell?
Listen,
Yeah,
my
I'm
older
saying
sister
when
bit me once. Like I didn't do
What?
anything. I think we
did you
were
buy the
being
back?
no. She
Oh
was like
hell no.
I would have
no,
been her.
because
My sister bit
we
me
were
once. I bit her ass
already
back.
Period.
we were already in the States, and I think me, her, and my older brother were playing like a game or something. And I went to go like join his side, and she grabbed my arm and she bit it. I was like 10 years old, and how old was she? She was like what, 16, 15?
Well, I
She
definitely
old
would have
enough
bit
to
that
know the
bitch back.
difference. I'd have kicked her in her shin.
bit the shit
I
out
was
of her.
like, she bit me hard, and I was like, I'm like, what do you do that for?
Did she bleed? Did you bleed?
Nah, I didn't bleed.
I would have bit her till she bleed. She would have did it again.
Period.
I bit my cousin before.
I never bit people.
No, it was only one
I
time.
used to
She used
curl
to.
it. I ain't like putting my mouth on other people because other people didn't wash. So I didn't
Yeah.
like doing that. I used to
No,
curl and flat iron my breasts out. See, I didn't
See,
like Bratz dolls.
I was
oh,
too big for you.
my
No, by
sister
the time
liked
I
that.
got to be an adult is when Bratz dolls came into that
Came into the picture.
atmosphere. It was always Barbies for me. No.
I remember my sister and I, we would watch the Bratz doll movie, like the animated one.
Those
And
ones used to slap.
when it
I
had
don't
to give like,
understand the allure of the Bratz dolls. I don't
I
get.
guess because they were kind of like punk rock. I guess
They're more diverse than Barbie ever was.
they were.
They were more diverse, but I didn't. They was weird as hell to me. Them big ass eyes and heads
Big
and
eyes,
their
heads,
hips.
big lips,
They was real weird looking.
small nose.
All of them looked the same. They just had different skin.
Yes. That's what the thing is. We all look the same. We just got different skin.
You know, I did like the American Girl dolls. I did like those.
Mine
But
too
I
had
liked to
American
read when I
Girls.
was a kid, so that was my thing.
You love the stories behind them dolls, huh?
See, I'm dyslexic, so I didn't start reading until like 5th grade.
Oh no, my nose was always in a book. Even when I was in middle school, especially, I loved books.
Oh, by the
But there
time middle
was
school kicked in, I was reading constantly.
I love
What
books, but there was
do you
like
mean?
it was because I didn't have I had friends in middle school, but people I thought was my friend was like only my friend because it's like what I told y'all on live the last time. Like some bitches will be your friend because you either are not as attractive as them or you're not as skinny as they are. And next to them, they look better, so they keep you around. And that's the kind of bitches I was dealing with. So I would retreat. I wouldn't be friends with nobody. And I would just read my books. I lived in the library for like a while. Because in elementary school, I was like very much into theater and I would do stuff like all the school plays I did. I did broadcasting. I was very outgoing and it didn't start happening like the retreat stuff. It didn't start happening until I hit middle school. And that's when like I noticed that people are just shitty. So I wouldn't talk to nobody. And even when it was like the school plays and stuff that I really enjoyed doing, I didn't do them for fear that people would talk about me or make fun of me. So
Yeah.
I had a rough time in middle school, but in high school, I had just got to the point where I was just like, fuck it. And that
Talk
helped
to
me
me nice
fare
on the
better.
swing, bitch.
That was pretty much where it was. I mean, like, I was supposed to go to John Marshall when I left middle school, but I didn't want to go there. It was a massive school. I didn't want to go there, even though everybody that I went to school with, I was going to go to school with, I literally just went to school with in middle school. So I was like, I don't want to go there. And it was this one boy that was there. His name was Aaron. He begged me to go. And I was like, no, I'm not going here. He was like, well, wherever you go, I'll go. I was like, well, I'm going to Jane Addams, and that is downtown Cleveland in the hood. I'm pretty sure your grandma don't want you to go. And she was like, no, you can't go there. She would let him go. After that, I didn't see him again till he started dating one of my friends, which was really fucked up. But what can I say? I wasn't there. So he started dating my friend. And she didn't tell me.
Also,
I came there to ask him to go to homecoming with me. And he was like, oh, well, me and your friend Ari, we kicking it. I'm like, what? And you couldn't tell me that? He was like, well, I thought she told you, you know, that's your girl. I thought she told you.
Trifling.
I was like, so I had to go find her. I was like, so when you started messing with Aaron, she's like, oh, it wasn't like that. You know, he was talking to me about you. And I'm like, and then what happened? You slipped and fell on his dick? Like, I don't understand.
She sucked dick on accident.
Like, what? What you do? Trip? Like, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to understand. Because I'm like, when I was talking to him, he was a nerd. He was nobody. But I leave and you jump on it like it's motherfucking pogo stick. Like, I don't understand. She was like, well, he was cute and we was talking. He was talking to me about you and he asked me where you was and I told him I didn't know. I was like, you did, bitch. You knew exactly. I said, okay. She's like, how you gonna get mad? You know, you over in Jane Addams doing your thing and we go here, so it shouldn't be a problem. I'm like, it's not. Don't worry about it.
And my foot in your ass gonna be a problem, but okay.
Damn, this is
I left it alone because she started cheating on him with one of her exes.
What a nasty
I
hoe.
was like, I'm not surprised.
Damn.
Hoes don't do what a hoe's gotta do.
I'm just now looking at the Rebellion digitals.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe they had Rachel Ellering go out wearing that.
Why are you so focused on what they wear?
Because I am.
That is a point of contingency for you. She picked her own fucking gear, so be mad at her for that.
I am mad at her. She's out here wearing fucking. What are these boots? Are these even boots?
Wherever Chelsea go, that's what I'm gonna watch.
Like, look at Jordan. Jordan looks bomb. Her gear is on point. It's simple, but it's like it drives a point across. Rachel just looks like she's going to yoga class.
I don't like Deanna Purrazzo gear. She wear the same gear every time.
She do. She switch it up with some colors or some shit. Oh, look,
I like the cut of her gear. I just wish she would do more with it. But like, I don't know.
I don't like it.
Her gear looks like it costs a lot to make.
That
it
shit
do
don't
not.
cost fucking much.
No, it don't, and you know it.
Stoning takes a lot.
Her gear is cheap, and you know it is.
At this point, she been wearing the same gear since what? Since she.
You know she got about 3 of them same gears.
Child.
They ain't gonna have no cookies.
But
that's not an excuse because Chelsea said herself she cheap as hell, but she got 12.
Well, I mean, I don't mind them wearing the same gear.
Well, Chelsea, from what I know about Chelsea, she gets gear made from like multiple seamstresses, and then she just kind of like picks from there. Because Chelsea doesn't really repeat outfits all that much.
No. That girl funny as hell, though. This is her podcast.
I wish they would have gave Chelsea a chance, cause
me too.
Because what she was saying, like, it was so.
She just seemed real cool.
Yeah, she seemed like she really just wanted to be there and do like just. I don't know.
They could have replaced Carmella with her. Honestly,
they really could have.
For real. For real.
I'm not saying they had to fire Carmella. But I think Chelsea would have made a better opponent against Sasha than Carmella would have. Carmella did great, but Chelsea would have just given you the story behind it, you know?
Yeah.
A better story. And with all the shit that they had lined up for the girl, it's I ain't
Yeah.
trying to hear it. Oh,
I
Baby,
will.
before you go to bed, can I
I
have
was
some milk,
really
please?
hoping that Chelsea would be in 2K this year.
like you wasn't trying to have nothing. That's what it is.
But
I
I
finna
just
go to
wanted
bed,
those
y'all.
boots in the game. Those boots that Chelsea has. I just wanted those boots in the game.
Well, I know Chelsea got scanned. She's supposed to be in the game.
I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen because like sometimes they'll still put people in there. Because I know.
Well, they said they were going to put all of the women that were on the roster. This is going to be the biggest women's roster for a video game that they've ever made.
I hope so.
So I imagine Chelsea will be there. Mickey James will be there. They'll be there, but they're not going to be on like next year's game.
Well,
Yeah, I guess because they moved up the release date. That's probably why they made the cut still. But because I know whenever like someone leaves, when someone's not in like a 2K game and like they've been in the games before, like they'll take out certain gear, like certain pieces of their gear, but like not all of it, which is weird. John can probably agree to that because I know, because I remember in 2K18 I used Summer Rae's kick pads a bunch. And then she wasn't in 2K19 and like a bunch of her gear's missing, but they left like 2 of her shorts and then the generic versions of everything else.
Yeah.
And I was like, why they take out the good shit?
Because the Summer Rae ain't there. Shit.
I'm like
I don't really like Summer Rae too much.
Same thing.
She was cool as a person, but I ain't like her wrestling.
She was a pretty decent wrestler.
She was decent.
I ain't like it. She
I'll
in the
tell you
same
what,
boat with Peyton. If
she
you
could
ask
do more
me.
than Carmella can.
So can Peyton, but
True. But
Peyton fell flat.
same thing happened with Eva's gear because I know that with Eva they left everything in except they took out her Red Queen kick pads for no reason.
Yeah, I was using them goddamn kick pads.
I was like, those look so good, and now whenever people recreate her, they have to use Becky's.
I was using them things because my girl had red hair. She was the better red head.
Yeah, like they're very weird on like what they keep and what they like take out, and I'm like, why?
I guess because certain things was kind of like a person's stitch.
I guess, but
almost.
like
You just don't want to keep that shit in the game.
I just got mad.
Either that or they just don't have the room and they add new things, and they figure since they don't remove this person from the game, you'll be all right not
I
having
never had
them.
nothing new going in goddamn games.
Yeah,
It would
they
be
haven't
terrible.
revamped the
Besides the
creation
background.
years.
Why does this jail smell so good?
But
Yeah.
I was just mad about Summer Rae's kick pads because those shits they looked really cool. I liked how they looked.
That's good.
And the
It's
ones
hair gel though. It's not jam.
the ones that they
Not
left
like
in the game weren't nice. They were like really
edge
basic.
control. Right. Keep put that up there.
We shall see. Hopefully this game comes harder than ever before. That'll be new shit.
I'm gonna answer this last one, then I'm gonna go to bed. Stones for gear and stuff. It depends. So if you buy the stones, if you buy the Swarovski crystals, or like all the different versions of crystals that they buy, those are expensive.
Yeah.
But if you just buying like rhinestones or colored rhinestones, literally you can go to Amazon and get that shit for $10 a pop and get a whole box of them. Because I do it all the time. That's how I keep my nails together.
Yeah.
And you could do the same thing for clothes. They sell them at like Michael's or Joann Fabrics or Hobby Lobby. They sell them in like a pack, and you can get a bunch of stones for next to nothing. Sometimes they be $1. So it's not that expensive to put it on clothes. It's expensive because the laborer is charging you for the labor.
Yeah.
But if you want Swarovski crystals, then it's gonna cost you a lot of money to do stones because that's expensive.
Yeah,
like a Swarovski crystals is like one pack. You only get maybe like 10 or 12 of them in a pack, and they could be anywhere from $20 to $150 a pop. That's why when you go to the nail shop and them girls be like, do you want crystals or do you want stones? Because there's a difference.
Yeah. Because I know Terry, the seamstress, uses Swarovski crystals. because she used to do Charlotte's gear, and she does Natalia's. But she said that like she used like crystals in her gear, and I think she does Dana's gear, or she used to do Dana's gear too.
That's because those crystals shine.
Yeah.
When the light hits the crystals, that has that prism effect, and you'll see all of that shining through. But I wouldn't give a fuck. Shit, flash it. So you want to see? You want some shine? Just hit me with a flash right quick, and I'll shine all over the place.
Yeah.
Or bitch, put some glitter down. Glitter work.
Yeah. Although Terry said that she used plumber's glue to keep the stones on, or to keep the crystals on.
If you don't, you ain't. Them stones is gonna fall off for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't sew them down unless you have that backing on there to sew them down.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw I've seen like rhinestone like chains on Amazon. I've seen the exact one that Bianca has that she showed on her WrestleMania gear video. I've seen that exact like spool, and I've been looking into buying it because I want to start modifying clothes. And I was like, oh, I've seen that chain because I know that with that chain you can sew down the crystals.
You can. Yeah, there's a bunch of appliques on Amazon you can get though. And they're really, really shiny and glittery. But you could buy whole fucking body chains to do that with. Because the girls be wearing the body chains when they go to Miami. And they just go get a real cheap body chain. I seen a girl put a body chain on. One of my friends went to Miami, and her friend put on one of the body chains, and her neck started to turn green because the chain was fake.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was so funny. I was
No, you must not like her.
No, she was all right. It was just funny because it was one of those body chains that you put around your neck and then it wraps around your waist. So it was a straight line down from her neck to her waist.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like a drooping chain. And she just had this thin green line around her neck and straight down through her cleavage. And I was like, I'm like, you might want to put some foundation and concealer and some setting spray on that because everybody gonna see that green line you got going. Look like you got a booty on your chest. You might want to get rid of that.
You want to tan that out real quick?
Yeah. She was upset. I was like, girl.
Although I will
use
say,
some makeup.
How to use like a sewing machine. That's what I want to learn how to do.
Oh, a sewing machine's easy. You just have to. I don't like using the foot pad on a sewing machine. My dad taught me how to use a sewing machine. I like the sewing machine to just run and I can stop it when I feel like it. He likes to use the foot pad. It reminds me of driving when you have to keep pressure on the car pedal, and I hate that. Which is one of the reasons why I don't drive. So I prefer the machine to just go and I can control where the fabric goes.
Yeah, because most of the stuff I do, like right now in terms of like sewing stuff, I do it by hand because I don't have like a sewing machine or anything like that, and my fingers are too fat to thread a needle. Because I got sausage fingers, so.
A good trick to thread a needle is to put the needle on, put the piece of thread on the table flat, and take the needle, put it on the edge of the table. Push it over and take the needle and put it through. If you can't do it that way, then get a piece of paper, make sure it's as thin as possible, and push it through with the piece of paper. You'll be able to pull it through every time. That's how I used to thread needles. Because you can get a sewing machine for next to nothing. You can get a used sewing machine for next to nothing.
Yeah, I'll probably ask my mother for one. Be like, hey, before I move out, can you get me a sewing machine?
Sweaty clothes. I need somebody to do my gear.
Because when I start wrestling, I want to like get like my gear and I want to get it like plain, and then like I want to add patches and stones on my own, so that way like I spend less. So.
I want something that's really gonna make my ass pop, like some plastic.
Okay, we finna go.
Don had to take it there.
Or some vinyl.
Don always got. He's a hot mess.
I just want to show out. Let me show out.
Always. You always show out. When do you not?
Hey, life is a movie. Enough be a sequel.
Jesus. It's the extraness for me. I love him to death, but he extra. So I do. He's so extra. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll probably go live again tomorrow after NXT. I'll
I'll
talk to y'all later.
wait and see how when I'll be home and see if I can tune in for NXT.
Where are you going? Do you
I-
have a date by
Yes, I
chance?
do too. It's literally I've been talking to him and I'm like, we've literally agreed to go get sushi at Target, go to Bonjourno to get some coffee, and he's gonna help me go over that book I've been writing or I've been trying to write.
Cool. I hope you have a good time.
I'll
And then
try.
tell us all about it when it's over.
I will.
Bye.
Bye.